Do do da do 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 da do. I recorded a song, produced it up and everything.
I didn't tell you what I thought about your song. I'm
no,
sorry.
you didn't. I was like there looking at my phone for ages.
Oh, don't do that. I'm sorry, man. Sorry. I really liked it. I did like it. I thought, do you know what? I thought you were asking me what do you think because you were rapping on it. And I was like, well, I've kind of heard you rap before and I didn't have a problem with it then.
That's how you responded, and I was kind of like, okay, I'll just wait. I don't really understand. Yeah, because I knew you. I know you know of like you've heard. Yeah, I know you've heard me.
So I thought you were just trying to say, look, this is a new thing I'm trying. I was like, no, man, it's cool. I said it was cool before. I just didn't realize. But then I thought, okay, cool. So I was listening to the song. I was like, ooh, salty.
Okay.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was cool.
Thanks, man.
I did not like it. I'll tell you if I didn't like it. I was like, yeah, it's cool.
All right. Well, we've got some new material to send to you. You have your drink?
Yeah.
Is it a Stella as well?
No. It's little.
Okay, what did you put in it?
Little. Captain Morgan.
All right.
They're coming up with the Captain Morgan pineapple flavour soon. I'm quite excited.
Okay. All right. This doesn't sound exciting. Welcome to Top 5. I'm here with my Thriends, Justin and Nicholas. My name is Daniel Thompson. One calls me Bunton, so you can call me Bunton. Today's subject is...
Well,
we can see you though.
You didn't even introduce us.
I introduced you, Justin and Nicholas. What?
And you knew I wasn't even looking.
Justin and Nicholas, also known as JCX and Slick, or just Justin and Slick Boom.
I mean, I thought we spoke about this. I need to talk to my agent. It's ridiculous.
What are you playing with, man? Pay attention to the show.
Sorry,
right.
You just start. You didn't even give us a number like 3, 2, 1, guys. Everyone ready?
All right. So
It's like he does it, yeah, purposely, just so he can catch us out and go, ah ha ha, this is gonna be a snippet. I'm gonna send this out.
Justin, when you're taken away from the bottle, can you just do it in a different way? Because I heard the boop, boop, boop.
No, that's how I drink, man.
Justin's drinking sounds
cool.
like Sonic drowning.
Yeah. Chemical Hill Zone. Is it Chemical Hill Zone?
Do you know what? It took me a
Chemical
second.
Plant.
I was like,
Chemical
when does
Plant
Sonic
Zone.
ever? Oh yeah.
I don't remember what zone it is.
Yeah. It's the second level on Sonic 2.
Or like the fifth
second
level
level of the
Sonic.
second level. I don't remember that. Okay, cool. So it's my topic. Today's topic is top 5 footballers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay. Yes, let's do this.
What's wrong? What's the issue?
It's kind of like risking it all. I need more. I need more than 5. Could do this forever, mate. Give me 50.
Man. Fucking hell.
But I think it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's gonna be done quickly.
Let it be, man.
It's not gonna be done quickly. I guarantee you, it's not.
Let it be,
no
man.
on YouTube. No, on YouTube is definitely not gonna be over in less than 2 hours.
I can't even hide my face. It's great. Okay, cool.
Go on, Bob.
All right. So, my first one is Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho Gaucho.
You know, you people
The man
who
with the
know
golden touch.
these Brazilians' first names just really like.
I know. I don't even think that's his actual name. I think that's like it was a nickname.
Yeah, I got loads of cousins with Ronaldo.
Excuse me?
But how many are called Ronaldinho?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's quite similar, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. It's just like, oh yeah, I've got loads of cousins called Homerton, but I'm talking about Homer, like Ronaldinho. You're talking about different names.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, cool. Yeah. I'll take it.
Do you actually have cousins called Ronaldo?
Yeah.
Really? Are they like play cousins, like your friends of the Brazilian family?
I mean, I kind of take offence to play cousin because, as you know, our culture is very divine and beautiful, and we call cousins as we see them, and that's what it is.
Rarita.
No, do you know what it is? It's just funny because I know most of the Brazilian names are actually nicknames because a lot of their names are really long, so they give them these nicknames and then they kind of stick, and then when they become famous or whatever, then those names stick to other players as well. You know, I think it's the same with Pele as well and Ronaldo and whatever. So it just makes me laugh.
Yeah, they had a guy named Pele.
Abedi or whatever.
Yeah. Abedi. I'm sorry, it just made me want to start singing the song. Abedi.
Oh, I thought you were going to sing the national anthem or some shit.
Oh no, I was born in London.
You know who his sons are, don't you?
Whose sons?
Debbie Pele.
Oh, sorry.
You know who we're talking about?
Okay, no, I didn't realise you were talking about Pele. Who's his sons?
No, not Pele. The Ghanaian Pele.
Oh.
See, he wasn't listening
like
at all. He was
one of the finest African footballers in the world. Don't just He was dope when African footballers weren't even on the map.
I'm sorry, shit.
Anyway, do you know who his sons are though? Or you should do. No? Do you need the help?
Ian Wright?
No, not quite. Jordan Ayew and the other Ayew who plays at Crystal Palace. I can't remember his name right now for some reason. The Ayew brothers. No? No one knows talking about?
No, I don't really follow Crystal Palace.
Okay, cool. Alright. Andre Ayew. That's it. Andre and Jordan Ayew. Ayew.
Yeah, that name wasn't going to come to me. I really thought I knew it as well. I thought it was going to surprise you. Nope.
The thing is, you do. I'm telling you, you know who. Oh, maybe.
No. I know that I know that I'll see them and I know them, but
Yeah.
One of them was at like Palace. The other one was like at Swansea or something like that for a while.
Okay. So yeah, Ronaldinho. He had the golden touch. His skills, I think, inspired so many, and I think it's because I don't know if it's called futsal, where they do like the five-a-side, and it's like it's super intense. It's a smaller place. So it's like pass and move, which I think England should adopt more because we have five-a-side, but five-a-side is just usually for fun. They don't do it competitively.
Do you know what?
But in Brazil, they have like a whole league for it.
That goal that he scored against David Seaman in the World Cup. Was it World Cup? It was World Cup, wasn't it? I never I didn't understand. I didn't look at that like he meant that. It didn't look like he meant that to me. That looked like a cross that went in.
Okay, so it's Ronaldinho.
I know, man. I know he does wild things.
If it was Matt Elliott or some random, like
because Joe Cole did something similar in it, and he got rated like he did a Ronaldinho, and no, you
But he was a gifted footballer though.
Joe Cole.
Joe Cole was talented. Yeah. I don't think he's going to be on any one of our lists. He may have been
gifted, but do you know what? Man, whenever I saw Joe Cole, he looked like he was just doing step overs for no reason. Like no one's around him. He just wanted to just look like he was doing something extra, some cool stuff.
And they should have let him keep doing it, so England would have been better. But what they tried to do is quell all that stuff and say, no step overs, keep it simple, pass shoot. Do
you know what? They haven't
won the World Cup since.
Do you know what? I blame Liverpool for that because they came up with a whole song about it. Pass and move. That's the Liverpool groove. Oh, not that one. No, no. Like John Barnes has been cancelled because he has porn on his phone.
Oh, man.
Daniel, have you seen that?
No, I just saw that people were cancelling him. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, and I was just like,
so
don't act like you don't have porn on your own phone.
It was so silly.
It was a case of someone zoomed in on the little tiny stripe where the other shit on his phone is, and it looked like someone was having sex. There's no proof.
Well, there is now because they actually found the porn. Did you not see it?
Oh, so someone went through all that time to look for the porn that was on his phone.
Wait,
like, it wasn't labelled on.
Did he actually get cancelled for this?
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
what's cancel really mean? But
Oh, sorry, is he in the process of being cancelled? Is it cancel pending? Because I put one on his phone.
So basically, do you know? So boom, you don't know what a porn was, do you?
No.
So
Oh shit, was it pedo porn?
Wait. Hold on, wait. Let's not before we continue with this conversation. Are we gonna cancel ourselves with this conversation?
brother,
If we speak on
I'm
it?
free to talk about whatever, innit? I mean, if you're scared to talk about things,
Are you
that's fine.
Justin? Because you continuously remind me that I need to edit out something from
Got
a
you
past
there.
episode.
See, this is
Continuously.
why
Got
you're
you there.
this is why you're definitely the devil in the Friends. You are the devil in the Friends group. You're the devil.
All right, cool. And then who are you?
So anyway,
And then who are you? If he's the devil,
not.
who are you?
I'm not the devil. You can decide. So anyway, so the porn that he had, was basically this threesome porn about this woman who likes to be punched whilst having sex in the ribs.
What, like a donkey punch?
That not exactly. She just likes to get punched in the ribs while she's
Are we
having sex.
vilifying him for this? Because this is what she wants. I love seeing women happy.
Wow.
If that's what it takes.
That one got me. I was like, "Would you?" Okay, I see. Okay. I like to see women happy.
I'm just gonna say
so happy.
now.
I'm so happy. Is this shit on?
I enjoyed this time that we had to do a podcast, but we are definitely gonna get cancelled.
It's
You know
so
what,
funny.
Nick,
We're
I don't-
talking about football players. We're talking about porn. But speaking of porn,
I know, right?
like, I get bothered by that violent stuff because they don't look like they're enjoying it. They look like they're just victims, and maybe they are.
Oh my days!
But I just can't
we
stand
should do
it.
top 5 search things in porn.
Top 5. Not today. We're doing Ronaldinho.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
go on.
liked him.
We were supposed to be doing. I said Ronaldinho, and you guys decided to talk about porn stars.
No, we're talking about
No.
Ronaldinho
You spoke
and
about
the
John
goals.
Bonds, remember?
Yeah, but anyway.
You brought up John Barnes.
No, you did. Oh, I love
I said
this.
pass
Yo,
and move,
remember when
pass and move,
Ronaldinho
pass
did
and
that?
move.
And then I did that. You went,
did
no,
that
not
shot.
John Barnes. John Barnes is cancelled.
Remember Ronaldinho did that shot where he flicked
Exactly.
his foot back
So-
and he went side to side and then kicked it forward. Like, do you remember that? He swung his foot back and did like side to side and then kicked it. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
understand why anybody fell for that. Like, what's all that about? Like, what's
Oh, because
Who's
you
getting
don't know
tripped
where
by
he's gonna go.
that? Who swings
No,
their foot side
no,
to
because
side
you
before
don't
they
know
kick
what-
it forward? Why was it? Why?
Because he had the ability to go left and right. He was I don't know what the foot version is, but he was basically ambidextrous. I don't know what the foot version of that is. Like he could.
So
play
he
right
was gonna
foot
swing
or
his
left
foot right or back and
This
then
is
put
my
it down and then kick with the other foot.
So yeah, if he decided to go to the left, then he's going that way, and you have to keep up with him, even if that was your weaker side. If he went to the right, then you have to keep up with him, even if that was your weaker side.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
So anybody
I'm not,
that did it,
I'm not arguing. I'm not going to debate that.
Oh,
yeah.
so you can also say ambidextrous or ambipedal, as in.
Yeah.
Both-footed.
Both
I don't know how
footed.
to say that
So
word properly.
I'm
Then.
No,
ambidextrous
I'm
works for the
both-footed,
foot feet
innit?
as well.
Everyone was both-footed growing up.
No, I don't think so. I think you could just run with either foot or both feet. Can you run with one foot?
You'd be hopping, right?
Yeah, but if it's really fast.
You know what? Honestly,
I like to talk
honestly,
about porn better,
I
man.
think. No, honestly, I think like sometimes hopping, like I could only do it for a short distance, but sometimes I felt like I was faster when I was hopping.
That's because you were jumping,
What's running?
right? Well, it's a type of jumping as well, isn't it? But at speed, using 2 feet. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying, yeah, but I don't think you can sustain
I'm not
hopping.
arguing with you either. I'm trying to learn.
Okay, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
have
learn
my
from
go
here,
now.
man.
You guys ready for me? You guys ready for me?
No, why are you gonna say it like that after we just talked about John Buzz's porn?
You guys
true,
ready for me
man,
to have my
Daniel.
go? You guys ready for me to have
you
my
got to
go?
reel
Can I
it
have
in,
my go?
Daniel. Reel it in, man.
Yeah, you
Tired
gotta
of your
reel it in.
shit.
Stephen Gerrard.
Who?
Oh, cliche.
Who? Are you talking about the guy who never won a title at Liverpool? The one who gave it away because he fell over when all he had to do was stay on his feet? That guy is going to be in your top 5.
Shut up.
That's the guy you want in your top 5.
One of
Are
the
you
best
sure?
players England's ever seen.
Yeah, he was the best. He was
Carried-
the best faller.
Bruh,
Carried
that's just like saying,
Liverpool.
oh,
The
this
best
is
baller.
the. That's like saying this is
Carried
the best
Liverpool
mornings
on
in
his
North London.
shoulders.
Well done.
Yo, these players mean something to me, okay? The players on my list mean something to me.
Noticed.
Okay?
Noticed.
Yeah? Now, I didn't really
So
pay much
not in the
attention to
world.
football.
Not in the world.
My favorite,
not in the world.
my top 5 footballers, yes, mine. Not yours.
All right, cool. I understand. But in the whole world of football,
In the
The
whole world
only
of football,
one-
the ones who resonated with me are the ones who I paid attention to and who did good things with the ball.
See- okay, so not Zidane. Is Zidane on your list? I know. I'm preempting.
Steven
but is
Gerrard.
Is someone like Zidane on your list before you carry on with the rest?
Steven
Because I want you to
Gerrard.
think about it.
Steven Gerrard.
Yeah. I heard the second, third, and fourth time. I'm saying, are players like Zidane
Inspired
or anyone else
the
like
comeback in Istanbul. Take us from 3-0 down to 3-3 penalty, scored his penalty.
It was
and
an amazing moment. I agree.
we have the FA Cup final of 2006, dubbed the Gerrard final, with that amazing goal scored against Shaka Hislop. Was it Shaka Hislop?
that? Shaka Khan.
Sucker.
I think it was Shaka Hislop, but basically it was like, wow. You know when you see something and you think it's great, but like, you don't, you know it's great, but you don't think anyone's going to agree with you, and then you get like, and then you see everybody talking about it, and it's like, oh, I was right. Feeling really vindicated. Yeah, Steven Gerrard was dope, immense, amazing in that. And basically, I didn't really pay much attention to like the team I supported until like 2005. I had Churchman before that and stuff. We won the Champions League. We were winning the Champions League. I watched that game, and he carried our team and made it feel like we could win something, even though we weren't really winning much at all. From then, all up until he retired. And yeah, loved him. And even now, where we won the league, and I kind of feel like he's managing Rangers, but I kind of feel like he should get a couple games, like I think 5 games or whatever, so he can get one of these Premier League medals because he deserved one.
Can you fuck off? Like he should just be a play. He should be a player manager for 2 separate teams.
Yeah,
Fuck off. You like
we should
Like, what are you
bring
doing?
him back, let him play those qualifying games that allow him
he had
to
his time.
earn a medal.
He fucked up. He
didn't
won
fuck
a
up.
Champions
He
League.
ain't fuck up. The team fucked up.
The team fucked up, but it was down to him. It was down to him.
One
at
of
the last
the
minute.
38 games he slips and lets the ball in. Call it clutch,
The
but
most
it's not.
important one. The most important one. He should have
That
won
was
it
the one
In
that
that,
would've won
in
it
that
for you.
season, Torre
didn't.
basically gives away a goal. Other players give away and lost games for us. Games were lost before
really?
that game. That game is dubbed the game that he gave the title away. But there were games before that where
he was. No, I acknowledge the fact that he was in defense, and he probably shouldn't have been there, but he was there when nobody else was. He fucking slipped. He fucked up.
he fucked up in that game. Yeah,
yeah, but that was the one that counted the most.
He fucked up the whole season.
Last chance. That was chance. That was the last chance.
And it was only last week they got to smile again.
yo,
Steven Gerrard is the one that said speed up, and then someone said, "Oh, there's an iceberg." He's like, "I don't care," and then he slipped and fucked up. He was your Titanic.
he slipped in that game and gave away a goal.
Which led to what? What did it lead to?
The tactics
That
of that game weren't really conducive to playing against the Jose Mourinho.
No,
parked
have
bus.
you answered the question?
What are you asking?
What
What are
did
you
the
asking?
slip lead to?
A goal.
slip
Are you
lead
not
to?
hearing me? Did I not say that?
And what did that goal lead to? Was that not the reason you guys didn't win the title that year?
Yes, we lost that game because we didn't score as many goals as the other team
No,
scored.
no.
Yes, that's how football
Okay,
works.
but was
What
that
kind
not
of
the
question are
game
you
that was
asking
going to
me?
be decisive? Was that not going to be the game that was decisive?
Yes, in that game, if we had won that game and then also won the Crystal Palace game and continued to win the games that we should have won at the end of the season, we would have won the league. But we lost that game. We ended up on level points with Man City. Well, we would have ended up on level points with Man City, winning the remaining games. But then we also drew with Crystal Palace, which meant we were 1 or 2 points behind them. I can't do the math right now. I can't remember.
So do you not feel like everybody else was demotivated from Gerrard slipping?
We can look
Because he
this
was
like a
back
final.
bar.
We can look at it
He
like
was- he was
finals
from
and
the back
say
bar.
that, you know, win those last games and you've won the league, just like in a tournament. But this isn't a tournament. You have a whole season to put these wins together. And games were lost not because of him earlier on in the season. Anyway, he still carried the team through dark times and had us feeling like we could possibly do things. And even though he didn't get the Premier League, he won everything else.
Not the World Cup.
He won everything that Liverpool could win. It was great.
All right, fair enough.
Cool.
No, I respect Steven Gerrard. He's a great
Didn't win
player.
the league.
Nah, he didn't need to win the league. He won our hearts.
Yeah, I think he did.
I got Justin.
Oh, wait. Did you? Wait. Before you carry on, did you guys hear about when he was looking to retire, and people broke into his house and said, "If you quit, we'll kill you."
Nope.
He
You
tried
didn't hear
to.
that? Like some Liverpool fans, even like before,
Well, he had a
maybe one
gangster
or,
chasing him for ages, didn't he?
yeah, 1 or 2 years before he was actually retired as a football player. He got people breaking into his house and he said, "If you try and quit," it was like towards the end of the season. "If you try and quit, we're gonna kill you and your family."
Okay.
I mean,
You didn't hear about that, Daniel?
I don't remember.
he's not a real fan. Look at him. With his white t-shirt and his white hat.
All right, cool. Carry on, Justin.
So one of my top 5 is no one other than Clarence Seedorf. He is probably one of my favourite footballers that I used to watch growing up, especially like when Goal Italia used to be on Channel 4. Do you remember that? Do you guys remember that? Used to love that program, man. Fell in love with Serie A.
I used to watch it while I was eating biscuits after church. Like it was like, "Are we still here? Are we still here?" Like I have to get back to Channel 4. Let's go, man. Let's go.
But like he's just won everything, and he's played for some sick teams.
I forget about his clout, you know.
He's dope, man. Like he had Ajax, Inter Milan, Real Madrid, Milan, and he scored probably one of the most audacious goals even to this day. It was just like on the wing side, the halfway line, and he just pelted it. And the minute it left his foot, it didn't go up, it didn't like dip or anything. It was just straight into the goal, like about some stupid miles per hour. Yeah. And I remember seeing that and just losing my mind, going, "Oh my fuck! How could even anyone do that?" I mean, you know, people might say, you know, the balls were different then, whatever, but it was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Crazy.
And and also like growing up, like I remember I used to love the Holland national team as well because they were just the cool ones, innit?
I've always loved the Holland national team. It's so weird.
Yeah,
like,
I think
why
it's
do
a
I
thing,
care?
innit?
I love the team.
It's a thing.
Is it because
not
they're
Dutch
the
in the
underdog?
slightest?
Not at all.
Is it because they're underdogs?
No, I don't even think it's
I don't
that
even
because
know.
they do you know what it is? It just felt like they had swag. It felt like they were cool. And
It's
like,
because they all smoke weed.
I didn't even know that then.
No, I don't know if they actually do. I don't know if they actually do. But
I never
like,
really connected that to the team. That's hilarious. That's
it's
just,
like, why they so chill? Why they so smooth? Why they got so much swag?
Like, and I really like Dutch accent as well. You know, like it's just silly little things. I don't know. And like
what is that about?
when I think about this,
the word
do you know what?
directed.
It's there's a culture in it. There's Dutch culture when it comes into football, and I think like if you love football, then you appreciate like Dutch
And then you-
players
and
and
then
Dutch
you-
culture,
and then you
in it
come
as well.
across,
Like how
like-
you like Brazilians as well.
You come across like stats, like the greatest teams who have never won the World Cup,
Yeah,
and it's I think
Okay, let me ask you. Johan Cruyff, where's he from?
Holland.
Dutch.
Fuck. Exactly.
What?
Like he created skills that other people had to emulate. And
Right.
He did some shit.
Oh, the Cruyff turn.
He did some shit that, fucking like, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. Like the flip flat. When I say that, people are gonna automatically assume Ronaldinho. That's the first one I saw that perfected it. Someone might have done it before him, just like someone might have done the moonwalk before Michael Jackson. But if I hear that, I think of Ronaldinho.
Yeah. And do you know what that is? That's good media.
Maybe it's because
people,
they were.
like you're right. People were doing the Cruyff turn before, But because it was Cruyff who did it at that time, where it was like a
At that time,
World Cup, wasn't it?
It was just
it was the World Cup.
Yeah,
it was huge. It was like, oh my god, he's just done it. He's turned him. Like it worked, innit? Like it was big. It was everyone was watching that kind of thing. So yeah, so that's how it kind of goes, I suppose, isn't it? It's like, do you remember when they did the jumping bean? I don't know if you guys remember, like World Cup. It was like
what, when they grabbed the football between their legs?
Between two legs and they just jump, and then it was like,
like,
he was Mexican, and it was like, oh, it's Mexican jumping beat, you know, like.
Oh wow, that was subtly racist.
I don't know if it's racist. I don't know. I don't think it's racist. I wouldn't say it's racist.
I
They
didn't
were
know
Mexican.
It was called. I didn't know it was called the jumping bean before that, but I'd seen it before the Mexicans did it in the World Cup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was my point. So it's interesting.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. I was agreeing with you. Is the effects of the media?
Yeah, if it's
got a good ring to it,
exactly, and goes, oh, we can sell this, or oh, did it help in a situation? Did it set up a goal or whatever? It's the same with the scorpion kick, with the Colombian goalkeeper. If it wasn't against England, would anyone care?
Oh,
I'm saying.
I heard bad things about him trying that and missing, and they lost the
Yeah,
game.
like he's done it before. But he said, England, this is my time. He knew it was going to get attention, and
I was like, yeah, I can definitely catch this, but I've got time to do my special.
Do you remember? I remember the papers all getting like goalkeepers in England to emulate it, and it was all like down the lower leagues and stuff, and no one could do it. It all just looked all jagged and stuff. They didn't have the freedom of just him going.
Basically, they were a bit stiff. They hadn't salsa'd enough.
I remember doing my hands down version of that in the playground over and over and over again.
Yeah,
I
but
did it.
No, but this is where you fucked up, Dan. You had to do the jump. You had to risk fucking up your chin, otherwise it didn't count.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that.
You know, the other thing I like about Seedorf is that he's one of those players that people, like commentators or football fans or whatever, don't just talk about the fact that he was big and like bulky and skillful and whatever. Actually, he's one of the very few black players that people can actually agree that he's intelligent, which is a bit of a shit thing to kind of even to say, but there is this thing about people not really
acknowledging his intelligent play.
Exactly.
Okay.
You had to acknowledge his talent because it was so obvious. It was just like ridiculous. But then you get players nowadays, it's like...
So would you not say that they would acknowledge his genius as opposed to his intelligence? Like his genius on the football field is different to intelligence of the rest of the black players. Because I don't like that statement that they don't acknowledge any other black players.
Well, they don't really. Like, there's a whole thing as well in the press at the moment with just the whole idea of the certain language that they use to describe black players, right? So the high idea of the pace and power, and he's a beast and all that kind of stuff, where they won't talk about black players as being, intelligent play and stuff. It's all the negative connotations.
So you're talking about the acknowledgement from the media that
commentators and football fans and football pundits and whatever. Yeah, exactly.
But what about the fans? The fans.
Well, I don't know. What about the fans? I feel like a lot of the fans have been brainwashed as well, just to be kind of thinking that, he's big and strong, so we can put him there or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I think it goes with a lot of players.
The same way that we talk, isn't it? I mean, not so necessarily us, but like the if we're talking about racism and institutional racism, we're all like, we're all victims of it. Whether it's stuff that's committed against us or stuff that we are, saying and thinking ourselves, like thinking of black players as strong and fast. And, like we'll do it ourselves and then have to catch up. We have to catch ourselves. It's not about them being facts.
Yeah, but
it's that we have to catch up. We end up having to catch ourselves because these are the things that's taught to us. Black players are fast and bulky, and the white guy in the middle is the intelligent guy controlling the whole thing.
The whole thing, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And it's interesting because it makes you think as well, like the amount of players that we might have been deprived of because their own certain people's racial bias as well haven't allowed those players to come in and play as a number 10. Do you know what I mean? Or in that place where they go, that person's a creative, intelligent player. And instead taking them out and teaching someone else to be the creative player or thinking that someone's better than them or whatever. So
I feel like something like that happened to Clivert. It was either Don Dada, but he didn't get a chance to shine because like a new manager came on board and they were like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna play you because you don't score enough goals. But even though he doesn't score goals, he creates openings, and
It's
people want to chase him because he's fast.
See, I feel like something closer to home is something like Ian Wright, for example. Like, people might not class Ian Wright as an intelligent footballer, but he was fucking very intelligent. Like, his play, the way in which he could find positions, and his ideas of like running off the back line and stuff. It's really something that you just kind of like, you have to kind of have a lot of appreciation for. Do you know what I mean? There's certain players I think it's undeniable, but others I don't think they'll get the same recognition because of racial bias, which I think is crazy, but it will change, man.
All right, Bob, you got your number 2?
Number 2. Bonjour. Je suis un grand garçon. Mon player of the year is Thierry Henry.
I'm
He's on
going
my
to take
list
that
as
shot
well,
as well.
so-
Yeah, me too.
Obviously,
Is he on everyone's list?
Yeah, man.
yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
actually,
he was
I'm having
a
a
legend.
Messi Ronaldo free list, by the way. I'm having a Messi
If
Ronaldo
they're on
free
your
list.
list, put them on your list.
No,
my
I'm
list
saying
either.
I've got a Messi Ronaldo free list.
I have a Messi Ronaldo free
Okay.
list.
Okay,
But-
I'm gonna say Thierry Henry because, and I've got a lot of flack for it, but people think I don't appreciate football because I don't assign myself to a team. But I don't think that is.
Yeah, it's ludicrous. You don't
yeah.
have any appreciation for football. It's true.
You can suck a Zinedine dick. I shouldn't have said that. He might be on my list. No, but no, Thierry, like from when he came to the Premier League, and like he was leaps and bounds ahead of all of the strikers. Like his positioning, his striking, and it was a case of he wasn't like that selfish player that always has to score the goal. He was you could clearly see that he was thinking about the team. And it's a case of us rather than me. Like, he wasn't thinking about his personal stats. It was a case of we have to win as a team. And I feel like Arsenal was very close to his heart. And even though I'm not an Arsenal fan, I appreciated his zeal for the squad.
I have always I appreciate his calm, his calm, confident, basically swag on the pitch.
Yeah.
It was just it made it you know, whenever I saw him play, which I pay lots of attention to Arsenal when they're playing and stuff, but whenever I saw him play, you didn't expect lots of him. Well, sorry, you did because you knew his name, but not by looking at what he's doing and stuff. It's just no flash. Just what's the word? Just delivery, performance.
Finesse.
Just
He was literally the R2 button. He was literally the R2 button in FIFA.
that's it. He made football look like art. He made football look more like
finesse.
art than okay, we'll call it finesse then. But yeah, it was just like it was. He made football look more like
that
art
casual drip.
than anybody I've actually seen play the game, or at least have their attention drawn to them. They're players who are great, and they made football look really good, and I appreciated them and their skills and whatever they did. But there was something about Thierry Henry where he had the paintbrush. And, yeah.
Yes, the thing is, I fully understand what you're saying. It was just like, flick, flick, flick. Oh, ho, ho. Flick, flick, flick. Oh, sure. And it was just like,
He makes football look simple. He makes football look simple.
And
Whenever he was on the team,
a lot of his success was essentially down to Wenger, because Wenger shaped him into being this.
Because he was with Wenger on two teams, right? He was on a French team,
Monaco.
And Wenger.
Yeah, he was at Monaco.
Wenger was like, no, fucking, I'm taking him with me or nothing at all.
But basically, he used to play as a left winger. So when he came to Arsenal, everyone was like, right, what, we're buying a winger, okay. But essentially, Wenger turned him into a striker, and one of the most formidable strikers the Premiership has ever seen. Yeah. And And actually, boom, he's actually quite he's not in the idea of like the team aspect. Actually, it was a little bit of the opposite. It was a bit more of give the ball to Henry and he will do magic. Do you know what I mean? It became a little bit more like that. And he was also gifted with some wicked players around him as well, who were all about kind of going, right, well, I know he's going to be there. So it became almost quite telepathic. But actually, we saw like quite a different side as well to Henry in a way that where when those things weren't happening, he would actually get really pissed off and stuff. But then you kind of put your hands up and go, he's fucking Thierry Henry, let him get pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, if you gave him the ball, he'd score. So,
hey Justin, do you? I'm assuming because you have more of a, but you had the microscope on. Obviously, you watching more Arsenal than I'm paying any attention to even football. Does Thierry Henry? Do we have the Thierry Henry that we end up with without Bergkamp?
That's a very good question. I'm not gonna lie, Bergkamp was a maybe on my list, but Bergkamp was a fucking legend as well.
I think he came at a great time in it, like, and a lot of the play. I wasn't even only thinking about Bergkamp but yes, yeah. I mean the partnership.
I mean, I know. There was a whole, the whole team around him. The Perez and Ljungberg and the guys. But
Ljungberg was doing modeling.
I felt like as far as I could tell,
Ljungberg was amazing.
As far as I could tell,
Ljungberg was good. I'm talking shit, man.
As far as I could tell, it seemed like Bergkamp. If anybody was Thierry Henry's partner, it was Bergkamp.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%. And I think he when he was there, he kind of basically it was like giving the magic to Henry to go forth and keep prospering, basically. And which he did, and we kind of saw him come onto his own when we got to the Champions League final.
Against Barcelona.
Yeah. But like
they've been to any other Champions League finals. Sorry, go on.
You're so mean, Dan.
It is quite a like how do you say? He's so You're right. What you say about art, yes, it's almost like he's a bit of an artist on the pitch, but he's so much more than a footballer, and I think that's what I appreciate about him. It's like he is a pundit. He's a good pundit as well. Like he literally feels like a massive representation of what French football means in England. Do you know what I mean? It's quite like, because I feel like you just don't get players like this much these days. Someone who's like done it all on the pitch, and then afterwards as well, you can see their work still pouring in.
I would say Roy Keane is
not the best manager, but yeah. Yeah.
So what do you mean about? What do you mean his work
not so much
after?
Gary Neville.
What do you mean his work after? Do you mean his punditry? Because I think of when you say that, it's just just him
as a person.
Yeah,
right.
It's not really even thinking
His
about any work he's doing or anything like that. Just who he is. Just what I see him and I admire him. He speaks and he doesn't let himself down.
It's that French finesse.
Do you know what?
French finesse.
Yeah? This might be a bit of a random thing, but he's a hell of a good dresser as well. I don't know who the fuck his stylist is, but he always looks dope. Like there's sometimes I've looked and I said, "Rah, like if I was a suit wearing person, I'd wear that suit."
Do you know what?
I need to go to Zara.
When he came back to for a second stint at Arsenal, that beard.
I think, mate, have we got man crushes on Thierry Henry? Is that what it is?
I think that's just you two.
We'll just save that for another episode. No, it's cool.
Yeah, I don't mind the top 5 man crush.
That's not
I like that. I like that.
We'll save it till
when
we have fans cemented in like that.
I thought 3 already. That is jokes. Yeah, let's do that. I like that. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, you saved that for your one.
I'm next, baby.
Right.
No, you're not. Daniel, do you not know how this works?
No idea.
Then Daniel, then you.
No idea.
I'm next, baby. And I was like, you're soon. You're not next. Next one is Daniel.
I took a guess. It was 50-50, all right?
I'm gonna have a turn now, yeah? Yeah?
Okay,
Alright.
go on then. Gonna do
Now,
it anyway.
you're gonna. I'll get some slack for this. For this choice.
Boo! Sorry, let me get it ready.
I didn't say Daniel Sturridge, man.
What?
Yeah.
What? Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
You're an
Get the
idiot.
fuck out of here.
You're
Get
an
the
idiot.
fuck out.
I think that
That's
might be even
complete
worse than
bias.
Helen Mirren.
That's complete bias.
Yeah.
Maybe what?
Absolute bias.
Because he dances.
Absolute bias. Absolute bias.
Why Daniel Sturridge?
But there's a whole world of footballers. There's a whole world of footballers, and you chose Daniel Sturridge.
And I could play this game as the top 5 best
You're pissing me
footballers.
off, Daniel.
I could pick the top 5 best footballers, or I could pick the top 5 footballers who mean something to me. Now, because you didn't specify, I'm gonna go
now. Top 5 footballers, not specific to you. I played with the game with the idea of that don't play for Liverpool, but I feel like it's unfair if all your players play for Liverpool.
Henry don't play for Liverpool.
Bias. Huh?
Thierry Henry don't play for Liverpool. I'm not willing to divulge the rest of my
Yeah,
list.
He's played against Liverpool. All right, cool. So what? It's going to be four Liverpool players and 1 Henry.
Look, with my view on Daniel Sturridge, because I'm staring at this dude when he's playing football, when he's on the pitch.
He's from the Midlands. I feel like him. If I was a footballer, I would be like him.
I was viewing him like he was my little brother.
Oh, did you really?
Yes, most definitely.
Right, yeah.
And seeing the things that I just felt like people aren't really paying attention to. And I don't know, just feeling like he's just getting the raw end of the stick. And I know he had his injury problems, which held him out of a lot of games. He had his call it his explosion season in 13-14, where he scores his 20 goals. Or was it 21? Call it he scored his 20 goals in the league, and had injuries throughout that season as well, which meant he probably would have scored a lot more as well. Was the reason why he the person who scored the goal for us in our first 3 games that season. He had a lot of games where he just scored a goal and then he didn't really score anything else. But when I'm watching him like towards the end of his Liverpool career, and he's doing making passes that I just at the end of this, no one's going to pay any attention to the fact that he did that, because he's Daniel Sturridge, is a striker and he's supposed to be scoring goals, but he's gone back and he's helped out in a way that he's not going to be acknowledged for. He's not really doing the running back and being aggressive and pressing and all that stuff, but he knew his limitations, and everything I saw of him was great. He was great, and I just feel like he didn't really get the his body didn't let him do it, but he didn't get the I'll say the opportunity, because the accolades. No,
I deserve accolades.
His body didn't give him the opportunity to be the great footballer that he was heading towards. But if I'm looking at quality over the quantity, not doing it as much as we would wish he would have done it, but seeing what he did, the things that he were, that's not the things that he. Oh my gosh, I can't speak.
All right, why?
I just really appreciated him on the team. I just appreciated seeing him on the team. I saw myself in him, and yes, shut up. Yeah, appreciated his personality on the pitch. But had his back every time anybody said anything bad against him. Talking about how
it's my little bro.
People complaining about his position when he was being played on the wing, and you hear him word for word saying exactly the same thing that James Milner's saying, but Daniel Sturridge is complaining about his position, and James Milner is willing to do something different for the team. It's just like a bunch of bullshit. But did the damn thing.
Okay, great. Thanks for that.
Let me ask you.
Are we still talking about Dan and Sturridge? Really?
No.
Are we really going to give it more airplay? Really?
I'm not
Really?
I'm not going to ask you about Daniel Sturridge.
Please
I'm going to say, do you think it's fair to football for you to make this all about your own personal team? I said football.
Yes.
Not the top 5 players on your team.
Yes.
Top 5 football players.
Top 5 football players that I paid attention to. So I have know-how. I know these players. I'm not going to talk about players I don't know because I saw highlights. I didn't pay any attention to them. And we're gonna do a diss on this list with players that I didn't pay any attention to, but they got headlines, and I saw stats. I actually watched this guy play.
Oh, did he wave at you?
No, it was on the TV. I didn't go to matches.
This makes it worse. This makes it
you had him on
worse.
that crowd review where you were just watching Sturridge for 20 minutes, running around on his own.
Whatever it is, it is what it is, isn't it?
Oh look, he's jogging on the spot. Oh man, I love the way he does
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna let you run with it because this is your personal thing or whatever. But I don't think it's fair to football that the only players that you can think of are on Liverpool, because there's players that like.
To be fair, he's only had two though. He's only had two. One's been Arsenal, one's been Liverpool. So let's see what he does.
He's got 3.
Oh, 3. Sorry.
No,
Two Liverpool?
am I wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Gerrard, Henry,
So
Sturridge.
Boom, let him do what he wants. It's fine. You had a Helen Mirren. He has Daniel Sturridge. I'm waiting for mine. It's all good.
Okay, go on.
So, mine is somebody who was 100 times better than Daniel Sturridge and 100 times well respected more than Daniel Sturridge. Actually, Daniel Sturridge couldn't even walk in his shadow. It is Dennis Bergkamp. Dennis Bergkamp, the ice fucking cold motherfucker from Netherlands. He is the one. Yeah, he's dope. Dennis. Oh, Dennis. What could I say about Dennis?
I remember the good old days when Dennis would just tell me bedtime stories.
Dennis is Dennis.
He's legendary.
Do you know what? He is legendary, and you know I find him as a person actually really interesting, because a lot of people kind of see Dennis Bergkamp and they kind of think to themselves, oh, like he must have been, you know, he was quiet and he was quite, you know, like reserved and whatever. But this guy, he had a bit of a fiery personality as well. Like he was a bit of a, like, one of them old school, almost borderline nasty, but he would get away with it because of his personality. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so he was like a
cold.
funny prick.
No. As in, like, on the pitch and stuff. Like, he was quite, like, he had a bit of a temper on him. He was quite aggressive, actually, for a forward. But because he didn't, you know, lash out with his arms and stuff like that and be vocal, people just kind of don't see it as much unless you really watch football and you go, right, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I do know when he turned. I do know what you're talking about, because sometimes he would turn it on and be like, "What? You wanna chop me down like that? Cool. Two goals just for you."
But the beautiful thing about the Iceman, the beautiful thing about him is that he just gave us so many magic moments at Arsenal, man. Like it, and he almost went about it in the way that you expect footballers to go about it, you know, being humble, you know, just being quite reserved, just getting on with the job. And like, he was such a hard person not to like. I found him interesting as well with his whole aspect of that he didn't like to fly. So a lot of the times when we'd be in Europe, like, he'd have to get boats and all these trains and stuff or whatever to make the trips, because he has a mad fear of flying.
For a lot of people.
Yeah, he's got a mad fear of flying, which is quite funny because he becomes the non-flying Dutchman. but like, it is just quite.
See what you did there.
Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, it's been done before, but I think his magic, like, he scored one of the best goals I've ever seen to this day.
That little flick. Flick and spin.
Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my god!
Against Newcastle.
Oh my
what was his name? I think Nikos Dabizas or whatever, that defender. Absolutely,
nobody remembers him. He quit football after that.
Like, it's a goal that you haven't even seen emulated to this day. Like, we can talk about great goals and say, volleys are from halfway line. Oh yeah, I remember I curled it top corner, but no one's ever seen a goal like that ever. And it just talks about how special he was for me. Again, Dutch. I think I've got a problem. I don't know. Like, but again, he is Dutch, and there's something different about the swagger of Dutch players, and it's just in their culture. And I think he, for me, is one of my favourite players that I've ever seen play live, as well as on
you
the
actually
TV.
saw him live?
Yeah, I saw him live all the time. I went to. I've been to a couple of games, as well as I used to work at the Emirates when we had the Dennis Bergkamp testimonial, which was, I think, actually the first game at the Emirates, which was dope. That's when I got to meet Henry live, And yeah.
Oh, so you're basically saying you're a real fan, unlike Daniel, who's only seen Liverpool on TV.
Well, I mean, you know, unreal fans would say things like my top 5 player is Daniel Sturridge, to be fair. I mean, it kind of shows a lot about what he knows about his... Did you know they won the title, by the way? But anyway.
Pilot on, man.
But what he... But what he saw is a young boy from the Midlands fighting his way through in another town. He's just like me. Oh, and he sings a bit as well. Daniel Sturridge sings a bit. He's got a bit of a good voice in him as well. Do you know that? He's got a dope voice. You've never heard
I thought you said he was your little brother.
You don't know shit about Daniel Sturridge, man. You're a fake.
Take him off your list, man.
Rip him off, man. I don't want to see no video.
I know he does a little dance. He does a little dance every once in a while. But how can Justin know that he's got like an album?
He's got some pipes still.
Okay, I ain't paying attention to him like that.
Oh, for real? For real. We never could have noticed, motherfucker.
That was Daniel's
dismissive laugh.
Carry on, you bitches.
Oh, I'm doing my thinking face.
I'm gonna get you, you little bitch.
I have shit to say.
But yeah,
don't have.
But obviously, yeah, I think there is definitely something to be said about his partnership with Henry and stuff, and almost the way that he probably made it maybe even easier for Henry to be as great as he was. And but he was such a player. Like, again, he almost created a position for himself as well. Like, he wasn't really a striker. He was kind of like second striker. So he wasn't really the one right front, but he was kind of a cam at the same time. And it was just
centre attacking midfielder.
So
central attacking. Wow.
So, and it was just a kind of like yeah, man, it's a joy to see him play. I remember when he came as well. Like, and I remember people were and people were talking about the idea of, like, you know, how's this guy, like, who's quite big, like, player, like, coming to Arsenal and stuff. And 6 foot. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, I could talk about Bergkamp for ages.
I know you could.
Yeah.
So are you done?
I don't know. No, not yet. He was part of that Ajax setup as well, man. That Ajax team. You know, like Ajax, like, I remember even growing up, I thought Ajax was just the best.
For those of you that don't know, Ajax is Ajax when you're looking at it on the TV.
Okay. Go on, Justin.
Don't fucking do that, Daniel. I wasn't even interrupting you. You fucking shut me down. Let Justin shut me down. Why the fuck do you always have to do it? You're upset because your little brother was getting attacked. Fuck. Shit.
Oh yeah, they stole his
fucking
dog.
Okay,
or his cat or something. What was it? His dog or his cat?
They broke into his house and they stole his pet.
Dog.
Let's just say they stole his pet.
Oh, they stole his pet dog. Yeah.
Do you even know what we're talking about?
Yeah, they kicked it, broke glass, broke into his house, took his dog.
It's like, please, bro, I just want my dog back.
Swearing on all.
Oh, no, wait, what accent was that?
I don't know. I can't remember where he's from. It's from Midland somewhere. I was excited. I'm sorry. Go on, do it. Go on, do the thing you do, Daniel.
No, wax lyrical on Dennis Bergkamp. Let's finish.
No, it's cool, man. I'm done.
Are you done? All right, Bob. Who's your number 3?
Okay. I'm gonna say, tell me, give me some Liverpool players. Who
is your number 3? In the subject you chose, dickhead.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
He is a motherfucking beast, and I think he gets overlooked because, like, I feel like he goes for teams where there is gonna be a challenge for him. And I remember he called out Cristiano because he was like, how can you say he's the best when he goes to teams that are good? Like, I go to teams that are shit and I help them win. That's what he basically said. He was like, you can't compare him to me. Like, I go to teams that are shit and I make them win. He goes to teams that are good and helps them win more. Like, you can't compare that to me. Like, and like the whole, like his whole attitude, he's such a prick, but you love him. But he's like, aside from him being a dickhead on camera or whatever, he's such a nice guy. Like, he does a lot for charity and stuff like that. But that's not even talking about his fuck. Oh shit, I don't know about all that.
Go on, keep going.
Dickhead. Yeah, no, like, it wasn't the first time I had noticed him, but when he scored that goal against England, that overhead bicycle kick, where Hart came out and thought, yeah, I can header this, it'll be fine. And then Zlatan was like, yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up. You're coming out to me. And then he put the pressure on him to make him do a bad header. And the ball went up. And he was like, I fucking got this. And he didn't even look at the goal. It was just his awareness of where he was on the fucking pitch. And he scored the overhead kick. And the defender was running. And it was just like, we should have just stopped running as soon as he kicked it. Like, that was one of my favorite goals ever. Like, I was upset that it was against England. It's coming home, it's coming home. But like in the different leagues that he's played in, he's always been phenomenal. Like some of the stuff that he's done, and the way his cheek as well. His cheek, like he'll slap a player in front of the referee, and he'll be like, I don't know what happened. He's overacting. I tried to give him the ball. Like he'll throw the ball in the player's face, knowing what he's doing. And he's like, I don't know. He just wasn't ready. And you see it on the camera, and it's just like, you're such a dickhead. But you deserve it. You deserve to be a dickhead. You've got the goals. You've got the assists to say that you should do this. Like Zlatan. You dare to Zlatan. Oh my gosh.
I really like Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I like his confidence. His confidence is just amazing. And the fact that I think his confidence is amazing because he backs it up with performance as well. So yeah.
Yeah, he's IKEA cocky. That's what he is.
IKEA cocky.
Swedish. You think your tape's gonna be better than mine? Go on then. Go on then.
Go on then. What are they doing with the gun on? Shaving the wood and carving.
Oh shit. But he's got it. He's got it. Like I can't even give you two because he's been on so many different teams. I'm trying to think like when he's been to playing the American, what's the American league?
LA Galaxy. Oh, sorry. Major League.
Yeah, he was on the LA Galaxy.
Major League Soccer.
Yeah, MLS. Yeah. MLS. Sorry.
He didn't play for LA Galaxy.
Yeah, and it was just like when he's on the pitch, he's like, it's just like what you were saying before. Just feed it to me. I'll make things happen. I'm either gonna score. I'm gonna help you score. Just give me the ball. As soon as he's on the pitch, their dynamic changes, and it's like he instills confidence in the rest of them because it's like, wow, we got a fucking legend.
Has he retired yet?
It's like I don't think he'll ever retire.
I think so. I think he got injured, didn't he? And then let's have a check. I was just looking at some of his quotes actually. Fucking hilarious, man.
Absolutely.
I don't think he is.
But yeah.
No, he's at Milan.
Like,
oh yeah, he's at Milan. Do you know what? This COVID thing's messed me up, man. Don't know what's happening. Yeah. But yeah, he's at Milan. He scored 3 goals in 8 appearances. He's 38.
Jeez.
Fucking hell. The guy's too much, man.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
He's not going to tap out until his legs are given, I believe. That's how I feel about him. Until he feels like I can't do any more running, then he's gonna wow the football world.
Yeah, he's dope, man. That kind of fitness as well. Like, I mean, Ronaldo's got the same thing as well. I don't know when Cristiano Ronaldo will stop playing football. It's gonna be mad. Like he might hit 40 and still be in top leagues.
Yeah, but he's been working for a hot minute. He's been working for a hot minute. I feel like he's got the edge on Messi because Messi had that little sickness when he was younger. So I don't think he's gonna have as much longevity because Cristiano didn't have it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like who's got more balloons de los?
Balloons de los. What did you say?
That's what I said. What I said. I said it with my. Ballon d'Or or whatever.
Oh.
What's it called? What's it called?
It's a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, that's what I said in the first place. What's wrong with you guys?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing's wrong with us.
That's special, man.
Oh shit! Ballon d'Ors.
I don't pay attention to that because, like, it's the same way when people talk about movies. I don't pay attention to their opinion. I see for myself what my opinion is. So if they think this movie is rubbish, I'll watch it for myself and see if it's to my taste. And I'm not gonna base my opinion of the two of them off of the amount of Ballon d'Ors they have.
It's something I had no idea what you were talking about.
Do you know what? When I was thinking of it, I was thinking of Carte d'Or as well,
Yeah.
the ice cream. So I was stuck on that, and I was like, this starts with Bal, and I was like, just mix it, Ballon d'Ors.
But Messi has more. He's got 6.
Mm-hmm. And how many does Ronaldo have?
5.
Oh,
It's a lot of time to be occupying the charts, man. It's Messi Ronaldo saga.
And it's been back and forth between the two of them, isn't it?
Yeah, for the last 12 years, isn't it?
It was like Britney and Christina.
Wait, you just said 5, 6. That's 11.
Yeah. So there's 1 year that.
Who interrupted it? Is it what's his name? The white Brazilian guy, Kaká. Was it Kaká?
Let's find out.
I remember. Speaking of Kaká, I really appreciate him playing football in
Oh no, Kaká won it. Kaká won it before them.
Oh,
for either of them, 1-1.
Yeah. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, Luka Modric. That was it. Luka Modric.
Modric
got Ballon d'Or. Oh, that year.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, 2018.
Can you guys show some appreciation for him playing 5-a-side in Hackney?
Who? Luka Modric.
Kaká.
Did he do that?
Yeah. Then he got nutmegged.
Yeah, he was finessing the whole squad, and then like he got nuts, and then he was like, "Oh fuck you! Oh my god!" But he said that in Portuguese because he's Brazilian.
And also, he's very religiously Christian, so he probably didn't say exactly that. Not to burst the Ballon d'Or, but you know.
My turn.
That's fucking great. Not to burst the Ballon d'Or. Oh shit.
I was too offended to appreciate it, and Daniel just didn't get it.
Yeah, he didn't at all.
No, I missed it completely.
Or maybe he just didn't think it was funny.
No, he was just there looking like Daniel Sturridge.
Daniel Sturridge wishes.
Huh? You think you better looking than Daniel Sturridge?
Zinedine Zidane.
Answer the question, bitch.
Yes, man.
You think you're better looking than Daniel Sturridge?
Do you know what? A new girl. They got Nick, and he's trying to figure out how to tell if a man's attractive. And basically, if you would trade your face for that man's face and your body for that man's body, then you find that man's attractive. You find that man attractive. I wouldn't trade.
Bring
my
that
face
man's
for Daniel Sturridge's
here.
face. I'm quite happy.
But you trade the body.
I mean, I'm a bit older, a bit tubbier.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? What do you mean? You're
It's,
that young
it's funny,
boy,
as
buddy.
injured as he gets, I think I might be more injured.
So therefore, would you trade your body for his body
I just,
in order to make a Daniel hybrid?
yes. Although, I don't know if I want that, that skinny physique. Anyway, Zinedine Zidane.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. It's so bait, isn't it?
No, he's on my list.
How many you got? How many you got, Daniel?
That's my
He's on
fourth.
my list.
With Zinedine.
This is my fourth.
Yep. Come on, Daniel.
Okay.
Talk about him, because I can talk ages around.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to be able to say much because I'm basing this off of the very few times, the brief times I actually saw him. Because I just knew his name. I knew he was doing great things. But hearing all that's said about him, and then paying attention to one game. I can't remember. I think it might be France versus Italy.
Where he headbutt the dude because he cussed his mum.
I think that's how the game concluded. Yeah, he headbutted
the
Materazzi.
Italian guy said, "Yo, suck your mum." Yeah, there was a tall one. The tall one. He was like, "Yo, suck your mum," and I don't know what happened to his mum. And then he was like, "What?"
But in that game, it was another instance.
You give a fuck about no World Cup. Talk about my mum like that.
That game was another instance where a footballer made the game just look easy. It was a breeze. The ball was coming, like he'd just cushion the ball into the ground, tap it to the side, and then pass it.
you know that step over where you go, you run this way and then you pull it a different way with the other foot. Like that was a signature move. I don't know if it was he created it.
Yeah. When you like you trap it
But-
down below between your feet and then turn like almost like a mid-air Cruyff turn,
Yes,
something like that. Yeah.
it was. So, I was like, how are you guys still falling for this? He does it all the time.
That was the first time I watched and acknowledged that whole having the team controlling the team with puppet strings sort of analogy. That was the first game where I actually saw that and it just tied everything what had been said about him before then. Just
Didn't
came
matter.
true in that. It came true in that. You know, he's admired. Zinedine Zidane is admired. So all of those great things.
Let's
that
call
I said
him
about
Zuzu. That's what everybody
Zuzu.
else does. That's what me and my friends call him.
The whole him and with the Italian place called Materazzi, right? So Materazzi said that basically Zidane was saying to him, "Yo, you keep tugging my shirt. If you want, I'll give it to you after the game, right?" So Materazzi was like, "Nah, it's cool, man. I prefer your sister." So he was like, "Oh." And then what? Dog! And then headbutted him.
Dude, what sound did it make?
I don't know. You heard it, didn't you?
No, I know I didn't. My headphones were broken. Sorry, I should have listened to Daniel. I should have put them on both ears.
In about
what
8
sound
weeks
did it
time,
make?
In about 8 weeks' time, you'll be able to watch it. Then you can decide what sound it made. The thing is, yeah, you got. Do you know what? To be honest, I must admit, I forget that I do that. I come from a family of sound effects. They all make sound effects in my family to talk about points. So it comes out so naturally that I forget that I'm doing it. So when someone points it out, I'm like, "Ah, shit, I've been caught again."
Yeah, so why don't be worried about it? This is your life. Like this is how you live your life, man.
Yes, and you.
This is your truth.
And
Just
you
because I
wanted to
highlight
laugh
it doesn't
at
mean it's a bad thing. Just because I laugh at it doesn't mean I'm not laughing with
So
you.
why are you highlighting it?
Because I like the sound.
Did you like it, or did you want
it
to
was
just
soothing
laugh?
to me.
You wanted to
Oh,
laugh.
well, okay. Did I want to laugh, or did I want to just hear the good? What did you say?
Oh, see, you tried to do it again just so you could laugh.
Yo, there was something
have I
so
laughed?
clean about their headbutt. You know how people roll on the floor when they're tackled and they're hurt and whatever, and you're like, get up. There's something like the guy's chest just got caved in. There's something about Zidane's haircut that just made it real.
he's been bald for ages, like Arjen Robben, like even from when his younger days, he was balding.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like him as well. He's my hero, his bald-headed hero.
Yeah.
But I feel like he hit him right in the sternum, and he just winded him. So whether he was milking it or not,
I think he probably
like
did
he
milk
felt
it.
it.
A bit.
He probably
Yeah.
looked at it a bit, but it just looked
Yeah.
the cleanliness of that headbutt.
Also, I
It's
swear
nice.
that was the World Cup final as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was the World Cup final as well. So, man, like,
And I think
it's,
Matt
it's
I don't
the
think
hugest
Materazzi
stage
did it on purpose.
Yeah, of course he did, because everyone if you know, like Zidane, I suppose you'll know that he's got that type of temper. You know, even like where they grew up
I've
from.
seen him kick off. Like
he's
he
from the
probably
hoods,
grew up
man.
in the slums.
Yeah,
He
he's from the
grew up in
hoods.
the slums.
He's from the hoods. Them Algerian French guys don't fuck with them, man. Just got out playing football. But
For sure,
yeah,
I watched
so-
the highlight reel of him losing his temper with a few guys.
yeah,
over his
but
career.
Have you got one lined up?
it doesn't take away. It doesn't take away from how brilliant a player he was. Do you know what I mean? Like how you said about like the puppetry and stuff. Yeah, definitely. I see that all day. You know, like essentially I know we were talking about like skills that are being given to certain players, like the Cruyff turn and whatever. Essentially, people say the 360 turn is a Zidane turn, isn't it? Like, it's just he is one of the players that you've got to tell your kids about. You know, probably better than I just explained now, but yeah, I agree. So he's in my list as well. Did I already say that?
This
You
was your
implied it.
choice.
It wasn't my choice.
What? No?
That was mine.
Oh. Apologies, Justin.
It's fine.
So, what's the numbers now?
Justin and I are on 4. You are on 3.
Okay.
Would you like to go again? I thought Justin would talk for much longer, but yeah. Would you like to go again?
No. Because otherwise it'll be
Alright.
just the Justin show talking about his top 5 footballers, and I like you guys.
What's my one? My next one. This is so hard. I thought I was ready, but I was still enjoying the conversation. Here's my next one.
I mean, I can go.
My next one.
Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. Sorry, go on.
It's up to you. You can have 5 and just shut up for the rest of the show. But you won't. You won't. You'll join in. You'll join in with
Justin's the most cut off character of the show. Justin don't talk. Justin,
Bro, what are you talking about? He gets cut off. He gets cut off.
He's like,
Wait. No, Justin will get cut off and then talk for 10 minutes. Oh, no, yeah, no, I know it's from the beginning, but, like, I'm not the one that edits it.
You know, fuck you guys, I'm going to just eat.
Go, bro. Go get your snacks. Who was I going to say? It's going to have to be... I'm going to give you Pele so you can discuss him for a moment, just in case I want to change it. You can decide which Pele I'm talking about, a Bede Pele or Brazilian Pele.
Oh my god, I wasn't prepared. Oh no.
No. I don't even understand. I don't even understand what you guys are laughing about. But I'm laughing at your laughter. What's wrong? What's wrong? Is he not a real footballer? I don't understand. You need to give some context to our listeners.
mate, there's some bullshit in the way I've gone about choosing my list. I appreciate that. My football knowledge isn't as great as you'd wish for somebody who's partaking in the show. I'd like to ask you, what are you basing your choice of Pele on?
Well, first of all, he was Brazilian. No, I think it's gonna have to be. No, the thing is, like, because we like both of you are taking them from your lists, but I think I have to acknowledge them just because they need to be acknowledged. We've discussed them, but I don't know which one of the two I would choose. I'm gonna say I prefer Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, is this your number 4 pick?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was just trying to buy time because I was going between the two of them. And it was like,
Okay.
I can't have both of them on the list because it wouldn't be fair when we play 5-a-side.
Why Cristiano Ronaldo? And not Pele.
Just to see his growth.
Sorry, not Pele.
His growth.
And not Messi. Go on.
Oh, no. Pele, I think like he would probably be an honourable mention just because he did some amazing things in the World Cup that no one had ever seen before. And his ball handling skills, phrasing, were amazing. And he did so much things like we'll get to honourable mentions later. But Cristiano Ronaldo, like I feel like you say the same way you talked about players that carry teams.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel the Portuguese team would be anything without him being on there.
I feel quite similar.
I feel the same.
Yeah, and it's a case of if the teams aren't smart enough to try and like double team or triple team him, then they're just gonna go for the loss because if they do that, they open up the space for everyone else to go and score goals. But generally, like I don't see them score goals without Cristiano being involved. And the fact that he can be double or triple teamed and still find a way to make space for someone to pass to him and then finesse his way through. Like, I know Messi is super quick and he's super skillful in his passes and his shots are amazing. But I learned how to kick a free kick better from watching Cristiano. I don't know how to emulate Messi. I know that Cristiano puts the ball in a certain position so he can get the most speed and spin from whatever trajectory he's putting on it. And that's not just to take away from what Messi does, but I just prefer him as a player. Like, I've seen both of them in their good days and their bad days. But even when Messi's on form, like, I don't feel like both of them at their peak, I don't feel like he would be better than Cristiano. And that's why he's on my list.
Okay. Do you know, in the whole Ronaldo Messi thing, there's a lot of flair that I see come from Messi that makes him, some of that peacocking effect. It's easy for him to stand out as a really great player, and obviously the numbers say a lot. But when we're looking at like the facts, like Ronaldo going from league to league and winning, but he's not just necessarily gone to like mid-tier team and climb the charts, climb the league with that team, and got the win. Mm-hmm. But he's still done it on multiple stages, and the Portuguese team is really what stands out, because Messi's had some ballers beside him playing for Argentina and still couldn't pull it off. Now, there might be something to be said about the people who are managing them, or the manager or whatever. But Ronaldo, being able to
single-handedly
get anywhere with with those guys.
And the thing is, the players that he has around him are not bad, but they're just not as good as him.
It's not even just about being as good as him. It's about being as good as the competition. For them to win the European Cup and whatever cup they won over in the summer just gone, with against the team they were playing against, that Holland team, the current Holland team. Is
that the young Holland team?
Is it young?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I remember when Germany won, they had a young German team. I don't know if I'm mixing that up.
What are you talking about, Danny?
Like the current Holland team, are they full of young players?
They're younger, yeah. I suppose that generation is changing now, yeah. Yeah, they're going through a bit of a transitional time, so yeah.
Yeah, just looking at Ronaldo's ability to drag Portugal through the dirt
so fucking get up! I'm gonna carry you by myself.
Is kind of makes him stand out. Yeah,
because I was really I'm like, I don't have any real investment in Argentina, for historic reasons, but you can look into that yourself. And I just didn't understand why they didn't win. They should have won, but they got knocked out a lot earlier than I expected them to.
Didn't win what? What are you talking about?
The World Cup.
Which one?
Argentina.
Which one?
When they got knocked out.
Well, the last
one. The last one, yeah. They got knocked out a lot earlier than I expected them to, because they had a fairly strong team. Mm-hmm. They had, did they not have Aguero? And
oh yeah, they had. What year is it? 2020.
No. I thought you were talking about the last World Cup. I thought you said, what year was it?
Oh, do you know, my
18 or 16?
Yes, it was 18. It must have been 18, because we would have had Euros this year. So yeah, 2018.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah. They did. I think that was his probably last real chance on the international stage to do anything, and he didn't really.
Do you think
he did a little bit, but I don't think he scored.
You say his last chance. Do you think he's going anywhere?
Well, I mean, there's in a sense like he's 33 now, so
yeah. he could bang out one last one.
Does he look like? Does he look? What, I mean, the way you look at Ronaldo, do you look at Messi in a different way, where he's probably?
Do you know what? It's not that. I feel like the international team's nowhere near even coming together to win a World Cup as well at the moment.
Fair enough.
Because we've seen. Do you see what I'm saying? So like, I feel like we've seen Argentina when on paper the players look amazing, and you feel like they're going to devastate everyone. Do you know what I'm
I think
saying?
that's the same with England.
I've never looked
But
at the
they-
England team sheet and
No,
thought that
I
they
don't-
would.
No,
definitely
like there was
right.
one. There was at least one or two. That I looked at the squad and I was like, this
nah.
team looks
Do you
like
know
they
what?
could
Do you
do
know,
something.
Generally, I look at the defense and I go, nah.
I can call complacency. Sometimes I can possibly say that I may be looking at the England team with complacency, like that. I know them, so and there's less.
Yeah.
So I can say maybe that's the case, but I've never looked at the England team and thought, yo, this team, yes.
Nah, neither have I.
And the thing is, when was the last time we had an English equivalent of Messi or Ronaldo?
I mean,
nobody has
never.
had a Messi or Ronaldo.
But then
Not
other
since
countries
1966.
but there's loads of other countries could say the same. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but then I feel like we've had a team of superstars that were still caught up in the Premier League.
I don't think there
Like-
have been really like many.
But so why
superstars.
didn't we win? Why the fuck didn't we win?
Because
Why the
England
fuck did they
was
stress me
shit.
out every fucking 4 years? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. And then I'm secretly watching like, oh, I did
You
it.
know what?
And it's like,
Every year I get the same kind of feeling where I don't think I'm gonna care until I'm caring. Oh, fuck it, I'm supporting Holland this year. I don't care. And then I'm watching every single England game with my heart in my throat.
There was 1 year. It was like, who you supporting, England or Ghana? And I was like, obviously England. Like, and then England got knocked out. And I was like, do you remember when I said Ghana? Yeah, okay. And then Ghana made it to the next stage, and I think it was like the furthest, and then fucking. Can I just say, what's the bitey guy? What's his name? Pussio Suarez. Fucking Pussio. Fucking Pussio.
Suarez?
Yo, let's move on to my next pick.
Sweet Jesus. Go
Yo,
on.
I'm gonna say Luis Suarez.
Oh, you fucking.
No, am I? No, I'm not. Oh, I really don't want to talk about him though.
Go on then, talk about him.
I was so mad.
Yo,
I was so mad.
I just feel
I was
like-
so mad.
You people who are complaining about Luis Suarez doing a handball.
You mean you people?
Yes,
Where are you from?
You people.
Like,
Man, do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Even I was heartbroken, man. I was
Mate,
out in
It
Brixton.
was
he
a
handballed
super
it in the box
cheat.
and got sent off. Yeah. He took his punishment to keep his team. Like, he didn't cheat. He did something
But he says he did.
blatantly.
He definitely did. He intentionally cheated.
He
That's why he got sent.
intentionally
He
put
got
his
sent
hand
off.
on the ball and got sent off. Call it cheating, but he got the punishment in the game. It wasn't like retroactive.
Here's where the problem is.
And then-
is the fact that
and then
sideline
Asamoah Gyan-
thing is the killer thing.
Misses the penalty. Whose business is it? Shoot on target.
what?
Like, it
Whose
wasn't even
business
like
is
it
it?
was saved. He hit the crossbar.
Yeah, but
was it
but
crossbar or post?
remember, I
goal
can't
was-
remember. I don't know.
The goal would have definitely gone in. The goal, I feel like
You mean when he handballed it?
Yeah, but
Yes,
You
when he
can
handballed it,
handball
the goal in.
anywhere on the
In.
pitch, and you can get in trouble for it. He got sent off, and you got a
However-
penalty.
That was
However-
like his second yellow card.
However,
or something.
yeah,
That
but
would have been his second yellow.
he still got sent off though. That's
Yeah.
fine. The
Yeah,
punishment was done.
It doesn't matter.
The punishment was done. Yeah. John should have scored the penalty. He didn't. My issue was the fact that he didn't go off the pitch. Well, he was on the sideline. He didn't
was
go off the
wasting
pitch.
time.
No, Suarez.
wasting time
No,
as well.
no,
Yes,
you're not listening
Suarez
to what I'm
was wasting
saying.
time.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. During the penalty, he was still on the side of the pitch, egging his players on. So
Well,
they
that doesn't
didn't.
give anything.
Because when you get a red card, where do you
You're
go,
supposed to go
Daniel?
down the tunnel and get away from
And out.
eyesight.
So you're not. So now you are not influencing anything. But the fact is, he actually influenced his team from the side. That's the issue. That's the
Okay.
problem. Do you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You handball in the game, you get punished for it if the
So
referee sees.
you're saying that Maradona, even though he cheated and didn't get carded, he did the right thing for his team.
Well,
In
yeah.
your opinion, Daniel?
Well, yeah. He got
Do you
away
know
with it.
what? These
It's not his
handballs
fault.
that you get away with, I
Henry the same.
let it be, man. Like, you take the risk, you run the risk of getting caught, yellow carded, red carded.
Okay, now we've got VAR. Now we got VAR. It's a different situation.
Yeah, but it's still
you're less likely to get away with it. But
it's still a bunch of dudes
I
assessing.
just don't agree with it. For me personally, It's in terms of sportsmanship.
Mate,
Like,
if
he
it was
shouldn't do
like
it intentionally,
if I would find this
he did it on
debatable.
purpose.
I'd find this
He
debatable
pretended
if-
he was the fucking goalkeeper.
Mate,
he
exactly,
slapped it like he was the
I mean,
goalkeeper.
this is really what my argument is. Like, he did it on purpose, blatantly in front of everybody. He put his hand out and stopped the ball with his hand. That's
to
like,
make sure his team won.
And to stop an opportunity of the other team scoring.
No,
He didn't
because
know
they
that
were-
his
they-
team was going to win.
I'm taking it personal because he knew there was a chance that Samoa was going to miss the penalty.
Did he know?
you run, but either way,
anyone
you run
knows
that
that there's
risk.
a chance.
You run that risk. He took himself out of it. He sacrificed himself for the team. That's the way I see
No,
it.
he didn't.
How did he not?
He
He's
was
got
on the side.
sense.
He was on the sideline like a second coach. He was on the
What,
sideline.
playing?
Justin, you just said it.
Yeah, he was on the sideline.
Yeah,
second
but
coach,
what's his value compared to his
He
ability
did.
on the
He
pitch?
definitely.
He's still encouraging you, saying, "Yeah, look,
What is that
I'm out here
compared
for
to his
you. I'm
ability
out
on
here
the
for
pitch?
you.
It's
You
got
have
no-
to win."
Yeah, mate, it's just not. It's
No,
incomparable.
I think he does influence. I think definitely the referee should have been out. He should have been. But he
You don't stay on the pitch.
But I also do agree that he sacrificed himself, and the sacrifice worked. That's how it
Yes,
works. That's what a sacrifice is.
did work, but he's still a pussy.
But then you
doing
actually
it.
also have to look at
Where's
your
the sportsmanship?
striker. Your striker. Why didn't he score that penalty?
It wasn't like
Okay, cool.
he kicked a player and injured a player.
He's also
Like-
but he's got a record of biting people
Yeah,
for no
okay,
fucking
we'll talk
reason.
about that then. But this whole Jean penalty thing is is a non-starter
He's a
for me.
pussy-o in general. He's a pussy-o in general. Like, there's many things that outside of football, in terms of sportsmanship, and like for me, if like I could fucking kick the best strike. Like if I'm playing against Messi and I go and fucking kick him dead in the ankle, knowing it's gonna injure him, would you say that's okay? I took the sacrifice for the team.
No, see,
I
this
get
is
kicked, I
different
get
though.
sent
See,
off.
this is different because stopping a goal is different to injuring a player because it's sacrificing myself for the team and getting sent off, but also taking somebody else out with me. It's completely different. You're ruining somebody's career, and you are, or possibly so, potentially ruining somebody's career, but actually having an influence on the game that's a lasting effect.
Okay, but you're ruining Africa's chance of going any further because
You're
know
being
that
sentimental
you're
here. We're not talking
struggling.
about the specifics.
I am being sentimental.
Yeah, but then we can't.
I'm not being objective. I'm being
so
subjective.
we can't have an argument about this then because this is about your feelings. It's not about
No, but it's not about my feelings. It's
How
about
is it
him being a
sentimental, not your
pussy.
feelings?
It's about him being a pussy. It's not about my feelings. These are the facts. Like when was the last time? Like how many people have been bitten by Suarez?
I'm not
Google,
backing
man.
him.
Google,
I'm not
man.
backing him in his actions. He's done some dumb stuff.
And I'm talking about sportsmanship. In terms of sportsmanship,
cool, yeah.
Like,
But in terms of
I disagree with
this handball thing.
I disagree with it.
With this handball thing, like I'm not on the.
You're not on board with
I'm not
it.
I'm not on the side of the argument that most people are
Three
on. but
opponents. He has beaten 3 opponents in his
with
career.
with the bites.
3 opponents.
One with Ajax, one with Liverpool, or two. Was
Thank
it one
you.
or two with Liverpool? Was it one with Liverpool and one with Uruguay?
I think it was one with Liverpool.
He
and
also
then
made
the
loads of
other was
racist
Barca.
comments.
He made was it more than one?
Let's find out.
So we do have to say now.
He
What do you have to say now? You still supporting this
He called
motherfucker?
Evra Negro.
Okay, and then he refused to shake his hand when they were walking past each other when they played in the next game.
Yeah.
Because he brought highlight to his fuck ups.
I honestly believe that he thought that he wasn't saying anything wrong or shouldn't. He was saying something that should have been taken offense.
What, with Negro?
Yeah.
Why does that need to be said on the pitch?
Why does it need to be said? There's a lot of stuff they say that doesn't need to be
I
said.
think
I'm not even defending him like he should have said it. What I'm saying
I think it is complicated.
looking at his view of what he was saying. It's like we're looking at people saying racist things, but not actually believing that they're racist. We could say that he should have been more sympathetic to Evra's feelings, but we're speaking at this now in 2020 where people.
In what context would
Listen,
you need to
in
say
20
negro?
In
Well, the
negro,
thing is, in Spanish, that's what it means, isn't it? Negro means black. It's a black person. Oh, it's Negro. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Listen,
it's a different. It's,
yeah, okay,
It's difficult.
okay. So listen,
it's difficult
negro.
to-
Why does the color of his skin have to come into?
I mean, that's a good question because
That's a very good
when
question,
John
yeah.
Terry says "you black cunt," that's
exactly. It should have
that's
just
the
been
problem.
But Suarez didn't say cunt. I don't know. I mean, I get it. I think do you know what? I believe he probably did know, and I think he also was clever enough to know that he could talk a way out of it as well.
But he didn't
That's-
talk his way out of it though. He's still got the fine and stuff.
Yeah, but he's still talking his way out of.
Reading the court documents and stuff. it seemed like something where he shouldn't have actually got in trouble for it. Like it shouldn't have been. That's not the way. The way things went down shouldn't have been the way it went down. He looked less like a guilty party in the situation. But you says that now there's more an emphasis on the way these things are taken as opposed to the way they're intended.
100%. I still think that he knew what he was doing.
How do you think he intended it then? How do you think he intended it?
How do I think he intended it?
When he called Everett Negro.
Yeah, we'll have a look.
How did he?
Go on.
Do you know? I'm not even. I mean, I can't remember what I said a minute ago, but I can't say that I know what he intended.
Okay, so you're just you're fighting on the side of maybe he didn't mean it in that way.
I don't even know if I'm fighting on any side. What was I saying? Okay, let's forget whatever I said before. Let's speak now. He says.
Go on.
Because Justin said he says multiple. He said racist things, and I felt like he said that one racist thing. He called Evra Negro. He argued he wasn't calling him a nigger because the way those words sound the same. He was saying black.
Maybe he was saying it in Spanish.
So okay, cool. So he basically his argument is the idea that okay, cool. So negro is similar to an English word which is called negro, but in Spanish we don't say that. In Spanish it means black, but nothing more. And people are like, well, why did you say that? It's like, well, basically everyone was in an argument with him, and apparently had started the argument in Spanish, and the Spanish language he used something to the effect of where a word to describe his physicality. So he was saying that negro can refer to anyone with dark hair as well as dark skin. And I've been used to the word being used in Spanish in this all my life. My wife sometimes called me negro or negrito, as in you dark haired motherfucker. But anyway, but the whole point is they were in an argument, right? So you're in an argument and you use a term to describe someone's characteristic. You're not going to be nice about it, are you?
No, you see, because no, you're not going to be nice about it.
So
but
therefore,
there are things that you really need to be careful about when you're having arguments, especially when you're arguing against the perceived beneath. Like if I'm having a conversation with a handicapped person who may be perceived as being beneath me, or I may be looked at as having the perception of that person being beneath me. I can't call you a cripple or anything because it's not my place anymore. Like you can't speak about the homosexuality of the homosexual in the argument because you are speaking of what you are then perceived as being thinking of yourself above homosexuals as opposed to just calling out a feature. Now when we're on par, I can call you a black bitch and it's got nothing to do with you being, it's just me calling out your features. It's just the context of it is different. Like you can say these things on par, you can say these things above, but you can't talk down to people.
How is the context okay? How have you okayed black bitch? Sorry, explain that. Because black bitch will be a racial slur.
No, if I'm saying it to
another black person.
Like, okay, so
that's still a racial
slur. If I say
bitch.
this to my peer who's black.
Okay, in an argument.
Ooh, I don't think it would always be taken. I don't think the black would even be acknowledged most of the time.
But it would be a racial slur. Even if you are black or they are black, it's still a racial slur. You calling someone else a black bitch, if she's black, it's still a racial slur. You can still be racist.
Do you know what? I don't feel like
I care enough.
No. I may be thinking of a different time when I'm hearing these things, because I'll hear these things from people close to me and I wouldn't even acknowledge it.
Does someone in your family call you a black bitch?
I would have heard that. That's something I would have heard, and it wouldn't have been a black thing.
Where is black on
Where
black
is
crime?
that black bitch anyway?
It wouldn't have been seen. Like I would have heard that. I would have heard that at home, not in
Yes,
the house
mommy.
or anything like that.
I'm coming.
It wouldn't have been a black thing. It wouldn't have been a racial thing. It would have just been an observation thing. Like, you tall bastard. You know.
That's
It would have just been
Okay,
at the
but
time.
bastard
But
should
this
be
is the
bastard.
thing,
It
though.
shouldn't-
This
it
is the thing,
shouldn't-
though. When context, if I'm speaking, if somebody who's seeing, because you look at, if we are not dealing with the backlash of racism, not backlash, what should you call it? The the sediment, the rest of
drawbacks.
it, the stuff that's left over of
yeah.
racism.
Yeah.
If we erase all
The
of
residue.
that, the residue, we take
racist
we take
residue.
all of that out, and black is just a feature, just like tall is just a feature. Now we can we can look at black as amazing, and if I call you a black bastard, or let's say something that is right now spoken nicely of, like straight teeth, you straight tooth motherfucker. That straight tooth part of it, if I say that, I look like somebody who's actually bitter. I'm clearly angry. The straight tooth isn't a problem. I'm not put down your straight tooth. I've just called you a motherfucker and I've pointed at your straight teeth.
Okay, yeah, the motherfucker.
So that's
is
what I'm
fine.
saying.
The straight teeth is one thing, but when you say you black
You're not
straight
hearing
tooth
what
motherfucker,
I'm. Go on. The thing is though, because
It
of
changes the narrative.
the narrative changes because of the context of black. Black is viewed as beneath. So when someone says black right now, it's seen as beneath. So it seems like the view of that person who's saying it is seeing it as something as beneath.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, so you don't care that they've said that, but if they say it, then it's not important.
What? Sorry, what?
You don't care that they've added the color to it because Suarez said negro.
Okay,
No, all
my
right.
Because
intention.
it doesn't
I
mean
think my
anything to you,
intention-
'cause you don't-
I think my
'cause you
intention
don't
of
see
what I'm
yourself
saying
as
right now
beneath.
is being a bit misconstrued because I don't think I'm really defending Suarez and saying you black bastard or whatever he said or negrito or whatever. But if
Sounds delicious.
I know, right? Oh, my negrito.
I kind of feel like
That's actually a drink.
we now have to be more aware of the way these things are going to be perceived than we may have been then, or at least, but maybe even before then,
I don't know if we do.
or we have to be because we're in the public eye now.
No, we.
Yeah,
No, of course
do.
we do. Yeah. Like,
How are they going to be perceived?
There's still
yeah,
a ton.
if
There's
you
still
call
a ton
someone,
of people.
if you call someone a white bitch, you're being racist. Do you know what I'm saying? The same way, if they call you a black bitch, you're gonna be deemed racist.
It's the perception. It's not. It's how you're deemed. It's not about how you are.
So
yeah, of course. I agree.
So when
I agree.
Suarez
It's a
says,
perception.
"Oi, shut the fuck up, you black,"
yeah.
that's what negro means. So shut the fuck up, you black.
But
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying
that-
though,
what does that
because
imply?
Right. Okay.
if
So now, if for example, like what he said, yeah, and then also we'll say that Everett also did say actually he said he called me nigger and then repeated and then changed it to negro and said it 5 times. But anyway, so we're talking about people's word of mouth as well, isn't it? But if we were to believe what Suarez says, which is what he said that he cussed him in Spanish, he called him like guapo or something, which is a
Guapos means good looking man.
yeah. So he was saying that. Sorry, that's it. Sorry, you're right. There are words there in Spanish which stand for things like guapo, good-looking man, something that stands for blonde, and then negro is something that stands for black. So you can essentially be called negra, and it would mean negra, like as in you have black hair if the thing on you is black, right? But the problem is it was in an argument. So when you're in an argument and you're having an argument with someone else, you're doing and saying things to hurt their feelings. Now, if he wasn't trying to
In
be
the heat of the moment.
yeah,
In the heat of the
if he
moment.
wasn't trying to say anything and whatever, then why use that word? Why then talk
Yeah.
about the characteristic? And that's where the issue comes. And that's where you start to talk about, well, yes, he may not be racist, but he definitely used something that he knew would have a racial connotation, right? So when you go back to what you were talking about, like saying about being called a black bitch in your family. So like, like when someone calls you that, Daniel, don't let them, okay? Okay? There are telephone numbers for people like...
it's funny because
I'm
when
sorry.
I said
Where
it,
did
yeah,
they touch you on the tissue?
when I said it, yeah, I was saying it from memory, but as I said it, I acknowledged how it felt, or not even how it felt. I acknowledged how it sounded. If I hear that now from a peer, if I hear that now from a black person,
oh, all right, calm down.
if I hear,
Suarez,
if I hear that now
From a
from a
blackity
black,
from one of them
blackity
blackies.
black, I'm taking it in a different way. But at the same time, I'm taking it as somebody who with some self-hate.
Okay. I know I am joking as well, right? But at the same time,
I understand what you're saying.
If someone in your family calls you Black Daniel, no, if someone calls you Black Bitch, right? Like, what is the why are they doing that? What's the stress on it? Is it the idea that, you know, because in my head the first thing that says to me is, are you the blackest in your family, right? In order to call you Black Bitch, right? Or is it what is the reason for the black? I get the bitch.
Okay, no, but okay, so because I keep getting lost in this, but like, forget Luis Suarez, because he was trying to
take him off your fucking list.
Not on my list. I was joking.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, it's not on my list.
Oh, all this for a joke. Oh, for fuck's sake.
We're having this conversation because it's on my list. It's not on my list.
Yeah.
It's a conversation that needs to be
It's not on my list.
It's a conversation that needs to
I
be
never knew.
had.
I thought he was on your list.
I was under the impression he was just joking to fucking mock me.
The joke was I was putting him on my list when Nicholas was talking him down. But no, he's not on my list at all.
Okay.
But you see his actions in a different light as to how I would see them, and that's what we're discussing right now, right?
Do I see them in a different light to you? In regards to, you mean the racism thing?
Yeah, because he refused to shake, even after the fact, he refused to shake his hand.
This is what I'm talking about now. If he believed that what he did wasn't racist, I can understand why he wouldn't shake his hand, because why are you putting me through all of this for something that why are you taking it like this?
If you believe that what you did wasn't racist, why would you not show a sign of solidarity and say, do you know what, I'm going to shake your hand because I'm
pissed
racist.
Because you're putting me through this. But this is short-sighted, isn't it? Because
so this is the back and forth that we're going to keep having.
The act of not shaking your hand is is it seen as is it seen as more racism?
Wait, wasn't it Evra
like
who decided not to shake his hand?
No, Evra put his hand out. And then he decided not like he shook everybody else's
watching
hand
the media,
as the team was going along.
Media and listening to it from a Liverpool perspective, listening to the Liverpool people talk about it. Evra puts his hand out, but in a very low halfway. And Suarez,
I don't want to do this.
Suarez
but I'm
slides his
be
hand
simple.
over it and doesn't go for it. Rather than lowering his hand,
he goes for the next person.
Rather than going down to where his hand is, he just continues in that path where his hand was in. So
he almost gives him the pass of, all right, cool, you don't have to shake my hand.
That's the way. That's the way he put it. That's the way they. That's the way they.
Yeah.
Okay, so if me and you have an argument and I say, okay, cool,
it's different.
No, I'm trying.
We can't put these things. I'm talking about what he said. Based on what it is.
If I'm trying to, even if he wasn't,
but we're not in a position where I'm trying to defend it, though. You're trying to get me to defend it. I'm not trying to defend it. This is just what he said. He said his hand was down. He said Evra's hand was down. He half went to go for his hand, and he wasn't. And he just decided, I'm not like you're not trying to shake my hand, so I'm not going to try and shake your hand. And
no, because Evra stopped and specifically tried to shake his hand.
Okay, well, you're arguing with him. You're not arguing with me. I'm telling you what he said.
This is what I'm saying. He put his hand out and he kept it there because everyone, you know how the line goes down. Evra put his hand out and then Suarez refused to shake it. And then everybody else was supposed to carry on going.
Okay.
But he came back to do this. And I'm saying, like, you're saying his hand was down, so I chose not to because it was in a position that was uncomfortable. I'm saying, when I say yo, I'm not talking about you specifically because you weren't fucking there.
and looking at it, that's the way it looked as well. But I mean, it really depends on what side you're coming from when you're looking at this stuff as well.
Okay, we've talked about this for way too long. What's your next one?
Okay.
Who's next?
Nice. I'll go next.
All right. Well, yeah, because he did Luis Suarez. But he blatantly, I'm watching it now. I'm watching it now as we speak. Bro, he blatantly ignored his hand, man.
Okay.
Because he looks like he even looked at it and he said, "Yeah, okay."
He didn't even look him directly in the eyes.
This is what he's saying.
Saw
He was
every
saying
other player.
his argument was he looked at his hand and he wasn't
Actually,
really trying to raise it.
he was the first player for Suarez to shake his hand, and he looked downwards, didn't know eye contact. Everyone else's eye contact. Hello, you're right. Yeah. He looked at the referees, eye contact. Knew everyone was coming. Probably a bit nervous. Didn't want nothing. Do you know what I mean?
If Suarez believes he's not making racist remarks, and he honestly believes that he shouldn't be going through all of this, and why are you complaining about this for? Which is probably, we can argue about. I mean, I'm not even going to argue in defense. I'm never going to argue in defense of that kind of behavior, But
you're arguing from a pragmatic stance.
I'm just trying to say, if he believes that, then I understand why he's not trying to shake his hand.
And also, Rio Ferdinand didn't shake his hand either. Because of that.
Yeah, I know.
Just saying.
Because the view, I mean, obviously from the inside Liverpool, and we're all
because Rio is a real one. No, sorry.
from inside Liverpool, being Liverpool and listening to Liverpool supporters talk, we could see from the outside everybody was looking at it. Oh, Suarez is just racist. And from the inside, it wasn't that wasn't the case at all. It was
I get it.
Yeah, he's not racist. He scores goals for us.
From the inside, that's not even the way it came across. It was like we looked at the facts in a different way, and obviously there may have been some bias there, like some home bias, like you talking about your children or your family members, your uncles, your brothers, or whatever. Like I'm just looking at these facts in a way that you're not looking at them.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, he would never kill anybody. He was just a little bit of a loner.
You see, I think for me, this is where race kind of falls down hugely. Because, like Suarez, you can call him out as much as you like and say he's racist and whatever, but the reality is you can never really prove it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the things you say and intentions, they can be two different things. Yeah. You can say racial things and it doesn't necessarily mean that you are a racist. Right?
And this is a problem as well, because in this argument, there may be... The fact is... You said something and I'm bothered. Now today, I think if this happened today, you'd probably get the result that we needed, where Suarez said something that was perceived as racist, so he should have apologized for it, rather than sticking by his guns because I didn't intend it that way.
There was no public apology.
Because this is all it's about. It's nothing. We all talk about like the truth and intent. None of that matters. Perception is everything.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And it's actually quite dangerous in a way as well, because... Once the world becomes about perception, essentially that means
and less about facts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and when I argue with you guys, I know I have to come with facts in order to.
But I think it's always been that way. I mean, we may feel like it's going more that way, but it's always been that way. That we have what happened, but the only reason why it's recorded is because the way those facts were perceived. And you get enough people together to say that this is the truth. It's just the truth, but all it is perception. You only
Has anyone ever called you a black something, Daniel? Anyone ever called you a black something?
Yes.
And was it just because they were just describing you, so everyone knew they were talking to you?
People I love have called me.
No, outside of your family. Outside of your family. Outside of your family.
To me. People I love have called me black something, and it meant one thing, and it was different to the people outside of the house who have called me a black something, and it meant something completely different. Now, the people
so outside
who
of
have
Everett's
called me
family,
something outside of the house, were trying to pick on something. I honestly don't know if they were.
So was it a case of their words didn't affect you, so you didn't care, but do you not acknowledge that they were trying to get at you in a way that they thought would affect you?
Yeah.
So that's what happened. That's in my opinion. That's what happened with Suarez and Evra.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I've not said anything that I don't feel like I'm saying anything that says against that.
I feel like we spent a lot of time bouncing around Suarez and him being okay because he played for Liverpool. It was like Suarez isn't a bad guy. He scored something.
I didn't say he wasn't a bad guy.
He would never.
I don't
be
think
racist.
I said that.
I don't think you said that, but it was implied.
I hope it wasn't implied because that was not my intention.
Okay, we'll see in the comments. If there are any, do we get comments?
I might have to switch off comments for this one, or just not post it. We'll see what happens. Okay, so this one's a premature one, but I don't care because it's great.
All right, Suarez.
Virgil van Dijk.
Trent. Oh, I was about to say.
You what?
Virgil van Dijk.
No, he's a fucking G. He almost had a Ballon d'Or. Did he not? He was almost there.
Yes,
Yeah,
he was.
He was in the talk. He was in the talk. Yeah.
Yeah, he was almost there. And then when they said like Cristiano or Messi, his girlfriend was like, "I'm fucking leaving you."
I mean, obviously I'm biased, yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
We all know that.
But I really felt like it was Messi who got it over Van Dijk, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like that.
Modric?
No.
Oh,
no,
last year. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah, last
yeah,
year.
yeah.
It was Messi.
What the fuck are you watching?
And I felt like that.
That was the year before, innit?
Obviously, there's going to be a bit more. The further closer to the front of the pitch you get, there's more of a bias that you get more attention the further forward you go in the pitch. So the fact that it was up there was an amazing feat anyway. And I feel like a lot of people's opinions of that was based on who was
scoring the most goals.
No, well, yeah, but like they would say, but Messi's better, when the argument should be, but who had a better season?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Virgil van Dijk. I feel like the argument was poor. The arguments made for Messi were poor. I didn't really hear anybody saying that he had a better season. I heard people saying that he was a better footballer, and it kind of makes you feel like, well, even the fans are saying that nobody should be getting in the conversation because they're generational talents and look what they've done. We're not talking about what they did this year. You're just talking about what they've done. Well, that's irrelevant.
Yeah,
it should be a clean slate every year. And Virgil van Dijk,
it should be Messi or
Virgil
Cristiano.
van Dijk. I don't feel like anybody has had an impact on a team the way Virgil van Dijk had an impact on Liverpool. As far as I've seen.
You should have seen the way I changed the MRTC.
Thierry Henry.
Oh no, but I was in the same position as like Virgil van Dijk.
Okay.
I was in the back.
Let me change
like,
my statement then. Sorry,
boring.
I haven't seen a player affect a team
You wear glasses.
the way Virgil van Dijk affected
Why
Liverpool in these
why are you
last.
doing that? That makes me feel so uncomfortable. It gives me the bad goosebumps. Don't stop doing that, please. It gives me the bad goosebumps. I don't like it. Yeah, you know, you hear good music and you're like, oh, that music gives me chills. And I was like, yeah, those are the good goosebumps. And it's like, when you go, wow, I feel like you're breathing on the back of my neck, sir. Stop it.
Do you know what? I
Virgil
knew
van Dijk's controlled.
They were good and bad, but I know what
What?
you mean. I didn't know there was good and bad goosebumps, but I know exactly what you mean because there really are.
Yeah. Okay, so Virgil van Dijk's controlled, calm, and confident demeanor on the pitch is very Thierry Henry-esque.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yes,
mate.
yes, I
Chat
said
rubbish.
it. Yes.
Do you know what? I agree with him.
There's something about
it's subtle. It's the swag. It's the swaggy.
There's a very-
You just
It's the
compared
finesse.
Van Dijk to Henry.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
completely different parts of the
it's not.
pitch and
It's not about what they do on the pitch. It's more.
Yeah,
about how
I'm
they
talking
affect
about
players
person
around
as
them.
well. Like Van Dijk is
just-
actually he's if anything a little bit more reserved than Henry is. Henry's
Yeah,
quite an
but he's
extrovert.
still,
Okay,
remember
well, I'm
he's younger,
speaking
innit?
about-
Remember he's
I'm
younger.
speaking
so
about a
Henry was-
specific feature. I'm speaking about a specific.
Henry was young once.
I'm speaking about
Stop getting
a
butthurt.
specific.
I'm not getting butthurt
part-
at all. It's just he's just talking on somebody who is still playing,
Yeah.
may not even be quite in his prime, and may just be declining from next season.
So I'm speaking about a specific. I mean, we are where we are. We can't talk about next season. We can't talk about what happens after this.
Yeah, but we could
All
talk.
we can talk about is
It could all
Liverpool
fall
won this
apart.
season.
Fall apart after this.
It could do. Can't wait.
But we don't know that yet. We ain't recording this in the future. We're recording this now. And I would
But you're
I
talking
would
about
say
current player now, who literally like almost this second.
I'm not saying that Virgil van Dijk is on Thierry Henry levels. That is not what I
He's in
said.
your top 5.
Alongside
There's a
Thierry
bunch of other
Henry.
people.
Thierry Henry, I
Yeah.
said his name earlier.
I'm not even talking about Thierry, but you could think surely.
Look, Justin, you're just being butthurt because you don't feel like they're on the same level. Let him say what he's saying.
Okay, you can say what you're saying. I'm not butthurt though. I just think you could have done better. You could have done better, Daniel. I'm actually disappointed. in
Hey,
you.
I mean, we'll continue. I'm going to say it again. These people who mean something to me and are in my eye line. I haven't paid much attention to any of these players. In fact, I probably should take Zinedine Zidane out of my list, but I couldn't really bring myself to do it.
Because you chest butt you. You come and find us. You'll come and find us. The chest butt each one of us.
But the specific thing I spoke about in the parallels between Thierry Henry as Virgil van Dijk, that just the quiet, composed, that he'll get it done view of the player, and they generally do just get it done. Now, obviously, Thierry Henry is going to.
Yeah, Thierry Henry gets it done in the front, and Virgil gets it done in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I thought. That's what is that not true?
They spit roast in the football game.
Well, if they were on the same team, but they played at different times, just like Justin said.
What is going on?
Times, different sides.
What is
I don't
happening
know,
here?
I don't know.
Like,
We are where we are, innit?
It's that weird bar, like liquor in the front, poker in the back.
All right, man.
You guys, you need to watch more memes.
I feel like we are witnessing
The birth of
the birth of a true great hero.
evolution.
A man
said
who's
Daniel
going
Sturridge.
to be... Yo, Daniel Sturridge means something to me, okay?
Yeah, you damn right. Oh shit!
You know, so many people are gonna fight you on your list.
Yo,
so many
let them
people.
talk. I mean, obviously. Okay, listen. Let me be clear that there are better players. There are miles better players. There
No
are better
way.
players than
No, let them say it. Let them say it.
Daniel Sturridge, more specifically. On my list, there are better players than Daniel Sturridge. Just clearly better players. Like, without question. 5 players at least, or more than 5, 10 players, 15 players better than Daniel
Okay,
Sturridge.
stop. He might listen at some.
But I was put in the position to love Daniel Sturridge and love Steven Gerrard, so they are on my list. And I was able to love Thierry Henry. I was able to admire Zinedine Zidane, and I'm falling in love with Virgil van Dijk.
All right, talk to your missus. Let's see if she can sort something out for you.
There are things that Virgil van Dijk can do that my missus can't do for me. Okay.
Oh no! Whoa!
Yeah,
I don't even know
stop.
what kind of tone I just took just then.
Let me just stop. Justin, go on, man. We're gonna let Nicholas close the show.
That time.
Yeah, sure,
Okay, so top 5 again is R9, the original Ronaldo.
The original
There's
Ronaldo.
No one better. No one, not one better striker.
Yeah. Take out one of them pussios. You need to do it, Daniel.
Huh?
Take out one of them pussios.
Do you know what?
Replace him with
I
the
would love to
R9.
put Ronaldo on my list, but I don't even think.
He
I
did
don't
play
even.
for
The
Liverpool.
thing is,
Can I say why he's on my
my
list first, though? Is that all right?
Oh man. Okay, but I mean, I'm already speaking now. Yeah. Because it's very short. Look, I just don't feel like I couldn't even call on a single game. I couldn't even call on a single game that I know. I know that they happened. Obviously, they happened, but I don't know them. So how am I going to put him on my list? How? I'm not a football guy like that, so I can't. I'm a Liverpool supporter. I'm not a football guy.
So you never watched one World Cup with Ronaldo in it?
I've seen them, but I couldn't recall them.
Wow. Do you think he exists?
Stop talking about me and talk about Ronaldo, man. Leave me
No,
alone.
you came in to try and cut off me. Fuck, shut up.
I wasn't trying, man.
You came to
He
cut.
was so mad.
You tried.
He was so mad. He couldn't.
So how can you tell me to? You just talk about him. I said that ages ago.
Off.
You came to cut me out, and then you wanted to. That's all you wanted to say. That you've never seen it play. Oh,
sorry for his disrespect, Justin. Go ahead.
One of the best ever did it from young. Like, he was setting records from young. Like,
Michael Owen.
Better than Michael Owen. He was setting records for Michael Owen.
Oh, you're just trying to draw me in.
Yeah, man. He was like 18 or something like that when he was at PSV, smashing it. Stupid record he had. I swear it was like almost a goal every game with what's his face, Brian Robson. Brian Robson? Can't remember. Like every team practically every team he's gone. He's a boss. R9. He is Ronaldo. And unfortunately for Cristiano Ronaldo, this is what I think is always going to be an issue for him, is he'll always kind of be seen second best in a way. Like, if it's not to Messi, people will be like, oh, but Messi's magic and Ronaldo has to work at it. He has to go. You feel like Messi's the kind of person who you feel like he doesn't do much work. He's just gifted, isn't it? Just a natural talent.
Can I interject?
Whereas because I'm finished. Whereas Cristiano Ronaldo kind of like hard work and whatever. Even so much, because he agreed with me. Even so much, yeah. That's why we allow interjections. Even so much where
you look great today, Justin.
Thanks, man. I love your grey hat. But even so much so that, when you talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, even in conversations with people, they'll be like, no, if you say Ronaldo, you'll be like, which one? Like, if you are truly one of the best players in the world and stuff like that, it must be a very hard pill to take, that when someone says your name, they still kind of go, which one? Which one are we referring to? Which one are we talking about? Because, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, if you're talking about Ballon d'Or.
So, I think R9 is probably one of my favourite, just even growing up, man.
Can you Google it as you're talking? The Ballon d'Or. How many did your R9 get?
Ballon d'Ors, thank you. Fucking balloons.
Isn't that silent S?
Christian Dior.
No, I think there's no S in it at all.
When it rains, it pours.
No, there's no S there. Do you know what?
Ronaldo
I feel like
one.
Ronaldo,
2.
Cristiano Ronaldo is probably going to be
2. He got 2 Ballon d'Ors, but you know what? At the same time, I think at that time
it was a lot more competitive in his time. There were a lot more people around him that he had to compete with. It wasn't just a 2-man race. So therefore, right now we're going for Cristiano or Messi. Like when he was playing, I think it was more a case of there's a shit ton of people that could get this. Like, I think who was the one that that faked an injury after he got kicked by the ball? Rivaldo, was it Rivaldo? He like someone kicked the ball at him and then he just went to the ground.
It was Rivaldo. Yeah.
But like on his own fucking team, there was a shit ton of people that could compete with him.
If I'm honest, I think I feel, my personal opinion, that social media has made this a 2-man race with the Ballon d'Ors and stuff like that, and the popularity and stuff. Because I think before, it wasn't necessarily that, Ronaldo, there was loads of better players, but there were. I mean, to be honest, even I'm looking at all these names, even the top 3 of them, all these names are quite iconic. Shevchenko, Beckham, Zidane, Raul, Oliver Kahn, Roberto Carlos, Paolo Maldini, Ronaldinho, Deco. Do you know what I'm saying? So like all these names are like, we know these are big names, and if you
hear it, you know, and you just like, the memories will flood of all the amazing goals that they scored, and all the amazing goals I scored against Daniel when we played Pro Evolution.
Yeah, so like I think there is I think anyway, going back to Ronaldo, I don't see it as like based on awards and stuff. I see it as like, what do you do with your club and what have you done with your, not individual awards like the Ballon d'Or. I see it as what you've done, who was around you in your squad when you were winning those leagues or when you were winning the World Cup. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he was so instrumental in Brazil. When we think about Brazilian footballers, he's one of the reasons. Do you know what I'm saying? One of the huge, massive reasons why Brazilian
Why
football
they lost to France?
in this era. I'm not talking about before because I know Brazilians had this since Pele, right? So he's essentially the, you know,
Remember that time?
but growing up, have you ever seen Pele play live?
Yeah. Yeah.
When did you
I've
see him
seen none
play
of my
live?
guys live.
On the news. How about that, dickhead? You didn't think about that.
And even that was pre-recorded.
No, it was live. It was
Even
live
that was
because he was getting an
pre-recorded.
award and he played football. He played football. It was live. You asked me a question, I answered it. What?
Just
Okay,
stop,
all right.
man.
Whatever.
Hey, stop. Hey,
So-
hey, we're not your children. Fuck you, Dad. I'm gonna start calling you Daddy.
That was good. That was good. That should be its own snippet. That was great. Listen, he growing up, Ronaldo, like playing 66 in school and stuff. I was Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? Like the influence is mad. Just watching him burst through everybody and whatever was ridiculous. Like the thing is,
Did you buy R9s?
no, I didn't have money like that.
I didn't have money either like that, but I stole.
But I did write R9s on my boots.
Stole money.
If that helps.
Oh, that sounds so sad. You lived in Clapham.
Clap.
Daniel didn't care about this. Daniel was writing books and that parenting guide 101.
I think like growing up again, it was very much like, you know, my era of growing up as well. So just seeing him, the influence he had, like R9, like he's number 9. Oh man, yeah, he was dope, man.
Yeah,
he was dope. He was, and the thing is, these people that he was bursting through and stuff, these were like people at the time where you would say they're top class defenders and whatever. It wasn't like he was like, how do you say? It wasn't like
fish in a small pond.
Yeah, exactly. He was banging against the best of them. Fraser.
Yeah.
World Cup, that took me away. World Cup. Sorry, but
Good joke.
The World Cups he was in as well. Like, yeah. Sorry, I get really like, man, this is quite. When I think about it,
Oh man,
because I can
my
visualize.
list is feeling kind of shaky.
I can visualize his goal. Even the controversy about him and stuff as well. Like, it's just.
Like he had a stroke in the middle of a World Cup, no?
Yeah, or something like that. I don't even know what that was.
Panic attack before the match.
Yeah, and he was throwing up and shit and whatever. The mad little haircuts, and now he's chubby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that might be a result of his sickness. So let's not talk about.
Is
that.
he ill?
I don't know what happened. I've heard different things. We don't know what the actual facts are. It could have been a panic attack. It could have been anxiety. It could have been like something worse that the media just spun off as something else.
I almost feel like with him, like he was undone as well. I feel like his career wasn't completed, and for someone whose career wasn't even completed, it's quite mad
injury?
how much. Yeah.
I felt that about. I was thinking about the
I think it was
Brazilian greats that I watched from. Was it World Cup '98 or was that Euro '98? Sorry, I'm thinking that the World Cup '96. Anyway, that era with the Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, and all those guys there. None of them really seemed to. Well, I think Rivaldo might have done, but like, you never really watched them get old and deteriorate slowly. It just seemed like a great.
Yeah, they just went to. Yeah, they was salsa, quick, and now I'm going to the carnival.
Yeah.
I remember watching Adrian.
We never saw the end of their career.
I remember watching
Adriano.
That's it. Sorry, kick off and start looking like he's going to turn into one of them, going to continue the thing, and then he's disappeared as well.
But his story is different from the rest of them. I don't know if it happened to all of them, but he was literally like blackmailed, and it was like, if you don't pay us this, we're going to kill your dad.
I heard some stuff like that.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was a case of, oh yeah, we bought you your first pair of football boots, so you owe us now that you're successful or whatever. Sorry, am I boring you, Daniel?
No, I'm just tired.
With
I yawn
facts.
sometimes, mate. Sorry. Pardon me, sir.
No, don't say it like that. When you say sir, it makes me feel bad. Just call me a dickhead like usual. So Ronaldo, yeah, I like the fact that he's continued in the football world, but I would feel rude doing the inquiry as what the fuck happened to you? Why did you fall off? Like, you
I
were
think
my hero.
it was. I know he had like a dodgy knee that was like basically the last set of years of his career. It slowed him down. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like
his knee.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he didn't have the speed that he used to have.
Yeah, it just slowed him down, and I think it.
He used to be a belt.
I think he had a thyroid problem.
Thyroid problem, maybe.
That's what I heard.
I just think it was just it felt unfinished. It felt like his career was cut short. But even saying that, it was incredible. Like just watching him.
When he was in his prime, it was like fuck off. Why you do it? Why you do this? Why you do this?
And then again, it's the same. It's a Serie A thing as well. Do you know what I mean? That was at the time. That was our best kind of outlet for football because on Channel 4 we got to see it all the time, you know. Whereas now with so much sport for options of where to watch football, you know. And I think it's a lot of the reason why I like when I think about football shirts and stuff. I think about the Inter Milan football shirt, and I love that shirt. Do you know what I'm saying? Like just the blue and the black, and similar with blue and black. That's it.
The Juventus shirt.
Yeah.
There's something special about the Juventus
black
shirt.
And white, yeah.
The black and white, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a piano.
I want to say more about it, but I feel like it's actually I feel
like you've said enough.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. But I don't really want to talk about the football and the individual games and stuff. Do you know what I mean? I almost want to talk about the feeling of why these footballers make me feel the way I do, because I think I feel like we should revisit this episode because this is getting kind of long.
I mean, it's the very last pick.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I feel like we should revisit this because we're all so passionate about it.
No, we're not.
We have so much to say.
No, we're not.
When I run out of Liverpool players, what am I going to say?
Mate, I barely had anything to say about the players I chose, mate. And it's your turn.
Okay. Patreon. All right. My guy is going to be Edgar Davids.
Hey.
The colorblind football player.
Is he colorblind?
He wasn't colorblind.
So why did he wear the glasses? That's what I was told.
He had what do you call it? Glaucoma, which is basically a sensitivity to bright lights. So the glasses would help to shade the light.
So basically, he smokes weed and he had to wear glasses.
Not every Dutch person smokes weed.
Okay, cool. But what do you treat glaucoma with?
Well, he had glasses to stop.
Okay, what do you treat it with?
Probably I have no idea. But I reckon that's why he was wearing the glasses, to stop the light coming in, too much bright lights coming in. So because his eyes are sensitive.
Sorry. With weed, Nicholas.
I threw the alley-oop and I got shut the fuck down with facts. Great job. All right.
What happened?
Yeah.
You're supposed to say with ganja.
Is that how you treat glaucoma?
Yes, it
Reefer.
is. Go on.
With reefer.
No, Justin's Googling it right now. He's gonna.
It says eye drops. Glaucoma is treated by lowering your eye pressure, depending on the situation.
With weed.
Who told you this?
TV. That's where I learned most of the things I know.
See, it's TV, innit? 20.
Yeah. So, all right, cool. Yeah, It's coma.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just type glaucoma, marijuana.
I did.
It's just a bullshit. It's a bullshit statement.
Marijuana is not a practical treatment for constant use, and more research is still needed to examine the effects of cannabis and cannabis compounds on eye pressure and glaucoma.
That's because the government doesn't want. Go on, man.
All right, cool. Thank you, Daniel. You gave us a little bit of something. It was just a case of like I threw the alley oop and it was just like, Oh, these aren't actual
But
facts.
I've never,
when do I ever speak facts?
I've never heard that before.
You never heard that? You never heard someone say, "Oh yeah, the weed is for my glaucoma"?
No, that's why I was like, "What are you talking about?"
We watched so many different shows. Apparently,
What show is it said that the weed?
have you seen Friday?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Bernie Mac asked for a hit of slip?
Yeah,
Lord of mercy, yourself, sharp man. You should have just thrown
think
that
so.
at you from the beginning, and this never would have happened. Alright, cool. He said it's for my glaucoma.
Oh, okay.
You didn't put it on. You didn't put it on this, and it's like, why am I explaining the joke, man? Fuck's sake. Anyway, fucking Edgar Davids, he was blind. He played football. He was amazing. Let's finish the show. I'm tired of this shit.
Fuck's sake.
No. From Baptist Church, we call this a sin. Well, all around, we call this
He's not trying to remind me. I said, oh, yeah. I said, oh, okay, yeah. I just literally said that. He can actually stop.
Did that help?
No. Okay. Edgar Davids, yeah, thank you. Edgar Davids, I felt like he was an amazing footballer for so many reasons. And he just looked so cool with his dreadlocks. He
definitely looked very
and
cool.
his glaucoma glasses. And like, I didn't know it was for that. I was told he was colorblind, so he needed to help to see the ball. I don't know what the effects of glaucoma is. Maybe we should do some research. Maybe you should do some research while you're watching the show or while you're listening. But yeah, I just thought he looked super cool. And like, every time I saw him in an advert, it was like, yeah, it's my guy. And I think he was part of one of the teams. There's been a couple of the Amsterdam teams that I thought, if England's out and you're still in, you should win. And like, fuck's sake, disappointed again. Like,
sorry, did you say with the Amsterdam teams? Oh, you meant the Holland teams? Netherlands.
Well, yeah, I was talking about glaucoma, so I was stuck on the weed.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, Holland.
That's cool. I'm with you, man.
Netherlands.
That's cool.
Yeah. Don't give me this super suave voice. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
I'm just relaxed. There's nothing suave about it.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like you're trying to undress me with your voice. I don't like it.
There was something very cool about Edgar Davids. I appreciated it, and comparisons drawn between him and not real comparisons, but they're both the black players with the dreadlocks, Seedorf and Davids. So I always found it weird that anybody chose Seedorf over Davids because Davids is so much cooler. But obviously, I was young.
He was so like. He was like,
cooler.
Oh man,
Definitely.
Davids is definitely
for me. Seedorf
was probably the stronger player, but Davids was more like, I would say, they were proficient in different ways.
I don't know. I mean, looking at things now, I don't think Davids.
Like Seedorf had the bullet.
I don't think Davids.
Seedorf had the bullet.
I don't think Davids had much more than the coolness of Seedorf.
But Seedorf was like a.
I'm sorry, Seedorf.
He was like a beast. Like when Seedorf took the bullet shots, he'd be like, "Fuck off, get out of the way, or you're dying." But Davids had the skill. He had the little in and out zigzag runs. And then all you would see is dreadlocks going past you. Like if you were a player, that's all you would see. You'd be like, "Where did he go?" I was looking at the glasses. I should have been looking at the ball. I threw my legs. What do I do? That's what
Davids wasn't really known for scoring goals.
Yeah, he was a finesse man to get. He was an assist on.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I just
like Seedorf would score the goals and he would hold up the defense and stuff, but Davids would be the playmaker. Did you think I said that Davids was known for scoring goals? Were you correct?
No. I was trying to explain to you why I like Seedorf a bit more. Like, I mean, Davids was actually a more of a defensive midfielder, if anything.
And this goes back to what Daniel was saying about Virgil and Cristiano and Messi. Like, just because you score goals doesn't mean you're more valuable.
I didn't say that. I just said that he was known for more goals. He scored more goals than him. I didn't say that's why. I was talking about actually as a player. Seedorf, in my opinion, was a better player. Davids looked cool. He was a great player, but he definitely looked cool, and I think that is really the when in comparison with the both of them, I just don't think you can really compare them. If I'm
You know, it was
honest.
really annoying seeing
Well, they were
all
both
the
black and Dutch.
seeing all the spotlight that Edgar Davids got, and then picking him on pro, and
Yeah.
him being of no value to the team. It was really annoying.
Okay, are you telling me I should change it?
No,
Okay,
we're
cool.
just pointing out the fact that
No.
I
You just shit on my whole
Bro,
dream.
I've sat
What
on
the fuck is glaucoma?
I've sat on practically every one of Daniel's. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm taking it personally.
Yeah. Well,
Fuck off. It's my choice to take it personally. My choice. I'm changing it to Mario Balotelli.
You're a dickhead. I'm not accepting it. I'm not writing it down.
What the fuck?
No.
Why? What?
I'm not
He
writing
played
it
for
down.
Why? Can I not change it?
Because you don't believe it.
He did.
No, he was on. He was one.
He
of,
didn't
he was
believe
one of
Pele
the
either.
choices. Yeah, Pele was a bullshit.
No
Mario
way.
Balotelli.
Really? Was it? It was a bullshit answer.
What?
Are
Pele
you being
was a bullshit
sarcastic,
answer.
not
Yeah, it's
Justin?
not on the
Because
list.
yeah, he said that. He said that.
Was he listening or was he googling?
There is an
And he says, "I'm always paying
He's
attention."
not always listening or googling. Sometimes he's just.
I'm
zoned
just
out.
there. I'm looking at you guys. That's all. I'm just looking at you guys. These motherfuckers.
You're not even always looking at us.
Yeah, I
us.
am.
It's like
I'm
sometimes
looking
I
at you
feel
right
like
now.
you're watching anime. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, it just makes me feel mad uncomfortable.
It's where I've just positioned you guys over there. So it's nice.
Let me just ask you seriously, Justin Nicholas. Sorry, are you replacing Davids with Balotelli?
No, fuck you.
Okay.
But I just want to give Balotelli an honourable mention because he's from Ghana originally, before he got adopted by Italians.
Yeah.
But he's a wild one. Yeah. But no, I'm sticking with Davids. I think he was amazing. And like whether you like him or not, it doesn't fucking matter. It's my list.
I didn't say I don't like him. I didn't say I don't like him. I loved Edgar Davids, actually. Loved him as a kid.
But then I grew up and I understood football and I left him alone.
No, not even that. He just didn't make what you guys made the comparison between him and Seedorf, and I just gave you
just me.
different comparisons. Oh, okay, you.
It wasn't even
then.
a comparison. It wasn't even a comparison.
It was. You
Oh, sorry,
said
It wasn't a
kinda
comparison.
it was. You. It was also a little bit
No,
ashamed
I
because
said-
you were just trying to. I don't really understand why people even pick Seedorf over Edgar
No,
Davids.
you're
Yes, you did.
you're missing what I was saying.
You
I
did
was saying when I was
because he
younger.
looked cooler.
When I was younger, I didn't understand it. And my only feeling was my only thing that I was backing Davies was like, but Davies is so much cooler.
And then Nick went on to make comparisons of them. Remember, he actually said all the racial biases that I was talking about earlier. He called Seedorf a beast, and he said how strong he was much stronger than him as well.
But he literally was a beast. He was a bully on the ball. Would you not say Patrick Vieira was a beast? There are white people that are beasts as well.
No, I wouldn't say Patrick Vieira was a beast.
What are you talking about? Did you not bully the fucking Premier League?
Yeah, but I wouldn't call him a beast though.
I would call Roy Keane is a beast.
I'm gonna
Do you
Google
know who's a beast? John Josh
Roy-
Shelby.
Roy Keane or a beast.
Who the fuck is that?
You
wanna
know
guess
John
what team
Josh
he plays
Shelby,
for,
man?
John Joe Shelby. It sounds like someone from like. Honestly, I felt. My first thought was Sherlock Holmes.
Last time I checked, he was playing for Newcastle, but it's been a while.
It's interesting when I put Roy Keane on beast, yeah, where it says description of beast of a man, Virgil van Dijk.
There's no getting away from it, boy.
No, you're not.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you dominate and you bully and you do all of this,
Virgil
you're
van
gonna be
Dijk
called
don't
a beast.
bully.
Yeah.
He stands his ground.
He plays
he
fair.
positions himself
He plays fair.
very carefully. He barely sprints.
But
That's funny. I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna let you come to me. I'm gonna stop you.
do you know what? Seedorf had.
You advertise him.
Seedorf just had that like full, like he looked like a sprinter, like a 100-meter sprinter, like that full, like mad muscular legs, just huge, like bow.
Like he jumps on you and hugs you and squeezes the life out of you. Is that
Yeah,
right?
he's one of them people like where if he gave you like, "How you doing, bro?" It's like, "Oh shit, motherfucker!" Like, get alright, hello.
That's Daniel. Daniel's like you could like there's so many times I've tried to jump on Daniel and hug him because I haven't seen him in a long time. He's like, get the fuck off me! And he just throw me to the ground. No, he wouldn't even throw me to the ground, but just slap me to the ground. Like, I don't mean even like I just look back up. I'm like Loki in Avengers.
Sounds like a bully.
I get called that name too often. I don't like it.
Oh, so maybe it's
Loki?
fucking true, dickhead.
No, bully.
Who calls you a bully?
Low-key.
Exactly.
He's a low-key bully. He's a low. No, he's both. He's a low-key bully. Fucking
Is it
hell,
your wife?
shit.
She call you a bully in the bedroom?
She calls.
Such a bully.
I'm not bully.
That's
I'm
the
not
fourth
bully in
one.
the bedroom.
You're making this sound real rapey. Yo,
No.
Let me shout out.
There's a whole song about it.
Shout out Patrick Kluivert, who I am. I know you said his name earlier on, and I just had to hold it down because I wasn't going to put him in his list because just like most of the football players who I admired, I can't point to a game, I can't really point to a goal or anything like that. I just, when I was coming up and I was young, and I just saw his name, I saw his face, and he was associated with a team that I liked, and I saw that he was admired as well. I liked Patrick Kluivert.
Question. All right. So
He has a son called Justin.
yeah.
Connection to the show.
All right. Is that everybody now? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm going to suggest for honorable mentions. I don't think we should talk
You're
about.
about to shut down the show
No,
before
I'm not
we
trying
even
to
say
shut the
goodnight.
no.
Are you
No,
gonna
I'm not trying to shut
talk
down
about
the
stuff
show.
that?
Well, do you want to let me fucking finish, you dickhead?
Go on.
I'm making my suggestion.
on, then.
I'm saying because there's going to be so many honorable mentions. Can we not waffle on about them? Can we just say them and say,
man.
I can
I
go?
honestly think there's going to be a
Daniel.
lot of honorable mentions. Justin's going to have 29, but I might just have 2.
Because there's no one else in the Liverpool squad.
There's 5 players in the Liverpool squad.
All right, cool. Go on.
I said Kluivert. Okay. All right, look. Patrick Kluivert. I'm saying his name.
Nicholas Anelka.
Yeah, we should have one each till we run out. Patrick Vieira.
Fernando Torres.
Kun Aguero.
Alan Shearer.
Didier Drogba. Oi.
Oh, George Weah.
David Ginola.
Luis Figo.
Oh shit, that was the Wonder Team. Sweet Jesus, Raul.
Sunday Elise.
Pepe Reina.
You can suck a dick. I don't. What? Hold on, wait.
No stalling, Nick. No stalling.
No.
stalling,
What the
Nick.
fuck
No
is that? How come? No stalling. Oh, Raheem Sterling.
Wait, he's good. Don't laugh.
JJ Okocha.
Oh no, wait, Daniel. Are you just saying names for saying names' sake? Are you actually doing your honorable mention?
I'm doing my honorable mentions. These guys need shouting out, man. Nicholas Anelka.
Okay.
Said it already. You're
I said
out.
it already, you won't
You're
listen.
out. Said it already.
No, you're out. You're out. It's just me and Justin left. No, Daniel was still in.
No,
Don't
I'm
think
out,
this
man.
is-
I lost.
This is
Go
your
on.
escape. No, we didn't say this was the game. Fuck off. It was just we're making fun of you. Don't be a bitch.
You guys trying to drag this
That's
show
my
out.
job.
This is longer than the waffling on a player.
Shut up. No. Who else is it? David Beckham. Fuck me.
Paolo Maldini.
Nesta.
Oh. Torres in his prime.
Man said Torres. Shut your blood.
I said in his prime. You just liked him when he was at Liverpool.
He was in his prime at
Doing
Liverpool.
nothing. Doing nothing.
His prime at Liverpool and wasn't.
No, he didn't. He was prime before Liverpool. He was kind of on his
fuck out
way
of it.
down
He was
at
prime at
Liverpool.
Liverpool. You are so lost.
When he went back
Justin,
to...
next.
Whoa, when he was...
Roberto Carlos.
Oh, so butthurt. Oh, shit. Roberto Carlos. Oh, Barthez. We keep forgetting keepers. Like, they're not a big part of the team.
I mean, I did say Reina.
Like, you said Barthez. You said... Oh, Reina. No, he's not... Fuck off. He's not a good keeper.
He was an
So he's
amazing
back in the
keeper. He
Premiership
was.
now, isn't it?
Oh, he might be back in the Premiership. Well, it was
Is
like
that
Golden
Aston Villa?
Glove winner. Is it called Golden Glove? Most like clean sheets, like 3 seasons in a row.
And is that because of him or because of the defenders in front of him?
Maybe because of the Benitez system, but still.
Yeah,
how else
okay.
do we rate these goalkeepers?
Yeah, no. Stopping goals. What? I don't understand. If people don't shoot at you because your defenders are good,
Okay,
then how
tell
can
me
you
a
be...
goalkeeper who had more saves. You don't know because you don't know those stats. You don't rate them by that. Shit your blood clot.
Okay, so you're arguing with facts that are not like relevant, but okay. I think Daniel finished the game.
Rude Hullet. Oh.
Rude Hullet. Oh, fucking Zola.
Romario.
Did somebody say Maldini already?
Sorry. Yes, you're out again.
Daniel is so uninvolved. He doesn't care. Paul Scholes.
Paul Scholes.
You don't agree with Paul Scholes as an honourable mention? Not a top 5, but an honourable mention.
Yeah, honourable mention. Yeah, I do actually.
Did you forget what we were doing?
No, I did. I just didn't touch me. De Boer brothers.
Frank De Boer.
Yeah, it's just 2. You're just throwing 2 in there.
All right, Frank De Boer.
Kaka!
Is there anybody else?
Rivaldo.
Who are we forgetting? Rivaldo. Oh, Romario.
I said that.
What did you?
I said Romario when you guys were arguing.
Oh, okay. Super Mario.
No, how long till we say goodnight?
I know, right? Yeah, because no one's getting out and Daniel's cheating, so he's been out twice.
I've been out like 4 times now. I shouldn't be still saying names.
He's just been like.
I'm kind of glad we all agreed on the whole Dutch thing, though, the Dutch footballers thing. I think that's pretty.
Yeah, man. Do you know what? I wanted
really
to talk
that
about that more,
conversation.
but I'm trying not to. But oh man, like, I feel like there might be some.
Let's
because
revisit this topic in a different way then.
I feel like there was a black thing about it. I honestly think there was a.
Of course.
There's a black thing there.
I think there is, and it was again. Do you know? Yeah, maybe that is what it is. It was the place because a lot of African teams weren't really doing it until Nigeria did it because Nigeria were the best in '94. But do you know what I'm saying?
But '94 happened, but you know Ghana got the furthest of any African.
But then there's the underdog element to it as well because you had Brazil who were very black, and you loved them, but they were great already. But then the Holland, they had a very black thing about them.
But you know, like a lot of black Brazilians aren't actually black.
I feel like the black Brazilians would be black AF as opposed to blackish.
They're like it.
If that makes any sense.
Say again?
I feel like the black Brazilians would be more black AF as opposed to blackish.
I always looked at Brazil as a black team.
Yeah.
And it was very weird to me when Kaka came through and I'm like, well, he's white. That's
probably how people feel on the opposite side.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, he's not fucking Italian. Fucking Balotelli. What's his name?
Probably.
It's probably worse than that, to be fair.
But to be fair, I was a child and these are adults.
Yeah.
All right, man. Guys, thanks for the conversation. Everybody who stuck around to the end of the video, we love you. We thank you. Subscribe, share, like, and all that good stuff. We're going to have a Patreon out soon. I think probably by the time this video comes out, we should have a Patreon account that you should subscribe to and pay us money so that we can keep doing this stuff without fear of the bailiffs coming and taking all that stuff. We love you. Good night.
When they knock, don't answer the door.
Peace. Bye.
If you guys are watching this, then you've made it to the end. So thank you very much. If you